Maximilian, what's happening, brother?
What up? Seamo, how you doing, man?
What's going on? What up, Carl?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Episode 51.
Woohoo!
Hold us accountable.
Yes,
Hey-o.
sir. In the stew.
In the stew. Hey, let's have a good time. Shout out Deca Pollinari for this beautiful intro song.
Shout out all the listeners.
Hell yeah. Let's have
go.
a good time, mother...
Thank you for tuning in. I know your time is valuable. There's thousands of other podcasts that you could have settled for, but now you're just vibing with two goofy dudes from Wisconsin who like to discuss their problems and figure out ways to solve them and challenge the listeners to get up out of their comfort zone. Try some shit they ain't done before. This is Hold Us Accountable.
Episode 51 of Hold Us Accountable. You guys know what it is. Back at it like a crack addict. Let's have a good time tonight,
Man,
y'all.
we never left.
Nah, never left.
We stayed over.
We've been here.
Sleeping bags. behind the curtain.
Behind the curtains. There's some nice curtains.
You should see the room that's behind there. We got, man.
Oh, man, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us.
Hey.
Episode 51 of Hold Us
Good.
Accountable. We
Let's
got a full
go.
barn.
Hey, we're all here.
barn.
Hell yeah.
How you doing, Seamus?
Doing well, you know.
Good to see you, bud.
Hanging out in the stew.
Didn't know.
Hell
I know you're dropping off the old lady. I didn't know if you were gonna get lost and find a couple bars on the way over.
Oh,
I didn't know if you were gonna see
tempting.
it.
Good thing I knew there was good bush lights here, you know.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. Hold us
sir.
accountable, everybody.
Yes, sir.
You're better at this part than I am. You give it.
How you do it? All right. No, you go.
If you're listening on YouTube or YouTube, subscribe. Give us a comment.
Yeah, subscribe.
Apple Podcast. Give us a any star review. Give us a
5 stars.
5 stars if you think we're drunk enough to be good enough. And then we're also on Spotify. And also everything that happens in the show, all parts are going to be right above this bald ass head.
Should be shining directly.
Yeah.
Last week, sorry about the no timestamps, folks. For last week,
We really don't know even what we did.
it's kind of a free for all. Where you're bouncing around, talking a little this, a little that.
Yeah,
and it was. I couldn't keep up with.
It was a clusterfuck.
So-
Seamus, what do we do on Hold Us Accountable, bud?
Oh, here to Hold Us Accountable. We like to challenge ourselves. We like to try new things. We give ourselves weekly and monthly challenges. Give us some new things that we don't usually do. Like
Absolutely.
right now, we're reading a book.
Haven't done that in a while.
Hell
Yeah,
no.
we did a little artwork
We've
back.
done artwork.
Little digestible.
We did writing. Played a guitar.
Played guitar. You did the carnivore diet.
Carnival diet. I had funnel cakes and fucking
And hot dogs.
hot dogs and pretzels for 4 days.
It cleans your system out good.
Hey,
folks.
we've done some woodworking. We built
Yeah.
this beautiful table that's cracking in
Man,
half.
we brewed beer.
We
never
brewed beer.
That's something I've always
Speaking of
wanted
brewing
to do.
beer, we also
Oh yeah.
are trying some beer that is
Yeah.
freshly brewed
Freshly
here in
brewed.
Green Bay by people.
No, from friends in Milwaukee, actually.
Hell yeah, friends. Oh yeah, friends out in Milwaukee. Hell yeah.
Shout out to Ted and Grant
Hell yeah, Teddy and D.
Shout out.
for the Down and Out brew, I think is what they call
Yeah,
it.
this is actually probably it was the first homebrew beer that we tried.
Yeah.
And now we're trying their second batch.
Yes, sir,
First one
man.
was good.
Yeah.
I don't think you weren't
No,
here
I
quite yet.
I wasn't here for it.
It was good. It was awesome actually.
Yeah, there's a lot, from what I remember, just a lot going on, a lot of different flavors and things, just like hoppiness, and then there's like a little vanilla-y almost, so
Hell yeah.
it's good time, let's see, what, oh no, that was it. That's it. Oh, real quick, Spotify, we still got the video up there. I don't know how many people are watching it.
By the way, how the fuck do you find video on Spotify?
You just play the episode like you normally would,
and it
and the
pops
video
up.
will pop up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Did not know that.
And also, real quick, if you don't know how to subscribe to our channel on YouTube, I think someone pointed that out to me once. If you just search "Hold Us Accountable" and go to the page, you can.
Usually, if you're watching the video, if you got a video up, there's usually a subscribe button.
It might be not doing it for me, or it might because I like. This is like our YouTube page.
Usually there's
Give
a
us
big. Isn't there
give us a
usually a
thumbs
big
up.
red thing on the bottom?
Typically.
That says subscribe, right?
Yeah. So, I guess better instructions to come.
Since you're logged in as
if
yourself.
you're watching
Exactly,
YouTube,
yeah,
look under us and click subscribe.
Anyway, but yeah,
man. Hell yeah, big things
Hell
to talk
yeah.
about today. We got a big guest next week. We got good beer to drink this week.
Yes, sir. We're thirsty though, man.
We do have a touch of Packer talk, new additions to the Packer coaching squad, which I think is important to talk about.
Of course.
Little Carl versus dictionary, weekly, monthly challenge updates.
We got improv games.
We got improv games. Yeah, we got joke of the weeks. But Seamus, what do we usually start out with?
Oh, we usually tickle our taste buds a little bit before we get started with beer of the week.
Ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax. Maximilian Seamus Johnson, crack me open some of that shit.
Do it, man.
Episode 51, motherfuckers. Let's go.
I like beer because
Really felt that.
I drink beer.
I know, I felt
Because
that too.
If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like this.
Oh, yeah, I should probably drink a beer of the week. 51!
Oh, I would love one.
Episode 51, beer of the week. I think this week we could probably just do a good 1 through 10 rating. Keep it simple, keep it basic. But Maximilian has what we are trying this week. It's what are we drinking?
Oh boy,
We're drinking
drinking.
double down. We're doubling down, right? With the
Doubling
home
down.
brew and
Yeah. So the beer that has a website and we can go look up the history of it and all that good stuff is New Belgium Brewing's Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA. So that's a mouthful there. So New Belgium is the
ice cold
brewer.
Voodoo.
Let's see a little bit about New Belgium. Let's see. Does it just start?
Probably best known for their fat tire.
Yeah, the fat tire beer. Let me just talk a little bit about the Voodoo Ranger, and then I'll just break down a little history of.
Hell yeah.
So, this is packed with bright tropical aromas and brilliant crispy flavors. This hazy IPA wraps up with a pleasant, smooth finish. It is 7.5 ABV, 42 IBU, which I feel like is high because it doesn't taste that bitterness.
Just sniffing it over here.
Doesn't taste that bitterness. That doesn't make any sense what I just said. But anyway,
a little.
Yeast is American, Hefeweizen, hops, Citra, Cascade, Centennial, Simcoe, and Nugget. The malt is pale wheat, C80, and oats. So this is a part of the Voodoo family. Our Voodoo Ranger family is brewed with trend-setting hop and malt varieties and served with a side of sarcasm. Interesting. I don't taste any sarcasm in here, but maybe it's at the end of the can. Let's just say Voodoo Ranger doesn't take himself too seriously, and neither should you. The bottom line, if you're looking for innovative IPAs that are hop forward, bold, and occasionally hazy, the Voodoo Ranger family
has your back.
The Voodoo Ranger. Oh, oh my God. First I thought it said family, then I thought it said farm, then it's just fam. Woo! I need some glass.
I was gonna say, but too many vitamins before the show or what?
No, dude, none.
I was gonna say, you seem fucking slick as a whale.
Yeah, I just can't read, I guess.
Slick as a whale.
Hey, whales are pretty.
Hey, sleep on it, yeah.
All right, so in June 1988, after a bike trip through Belgium, co-founders Kim Jordan and Jeff Labesh are inspired to bring Belgian brewing traditions to their hometown.
It's not the best, it's Labesh.
March 91, Kim and Jeff install brewing equipment in the basement of their Fort Collins home. They also trek into the Rocky Mountains and establish New Belgium's core values, which were inspired by Kim's career as a social worker. I suppose I can just read this from the screen.
I've actually been to their brewery before.
Oh, yeah?
You lived in Fort Collins.
Yeah, I lived in Fort Collins.
Yeah.
I used to go there every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
It's really
Colorado,
cool.
right?
Yeah, it's super cool.
Hell yeah. So the early day, well, I guess we can. With brewing underway, Kim and New Belgium's jack of all trades as the first bottler, sales rep, distributor, marketer, financial planner, and longtime CEO. Kim would eventually scale the brewery into one of the most successful craft breweries in the country, acting as a visionary for both her coworkers and the industry.
Hell yeah.
June. So just a couple months later, this timeline's really dragging along. Kim and Jeff began test brews of 2 beers, an amber ale lovingly named Fat Tire and a Belgium-style double called Abbey. Later that month, both beers are sold for the first time at the Colorado Brewers Festival.
So Fat Tire is one of their first brews.
I guess so, and
it
it's
stuck.
stuck, man.
You ever had Fat Tire? You like Fat Tire?
I don't think it's too bad.
I don't mind
I
it.
haven't had it in a long time.
Yeah.
I haven't had it enough that maybe I'll bring it one of the next couple weeks just because I haven't had it enough. But I've drank it definitely.
I mean, people love. It's like a people love it.
Yeah, it's a big beer.
So October of '93. Now we're jumping. Abbey Ale wins a gold medal in the specialty category at the Great American Beer Festival in Denver. At the time, Belgian-style beers were so rare in the craft beer scene that they didn't even have their own category. October '95, having outgrown their 3-year-old production facility, New Belgium relocates a few blocks down the street to their current brewery and taproom locations. They just keep brewing beer.
you might as well just read it.
Yeah.
99. I did this last week. That's why probably half of the episode took so long. I went through whatever.
Well, yeah. Let's just pull some. So they started an electric cruiser. So it looks like they got a bike out of it. Cool. Early 2000. La Folie Sour Brown Ale. So they went to French and made some beer. They aged it. French oak wine. See, they went to France, got barrels.
Oh, the old French oak barrels.
Yeah. And you can only get French oak wine barrels in France.
Oh, yeah.
And you have to bring them over on a boat. You can't
Yeah,
that's the only way. You personally have to go pick them up. It's crazy.
that's badass.
You're full of shit. Right? I was gonna say, you got no wee.
Summer of '03.
Oh, what a year, dude!
They have a sustainability department, so all the beer that gets dumped down their drains goes right back into their brew house. Sustainability. So now they're certified B
Love
Corp.
backwash beer. No,
Yeah, I mean, Voodoo. Don't take yourself seriously. You're drinking backwash beer. Anyway,
fucking toilet, Max. You're fucking with everybody right now.
No.
It's
they really did create a sustainability
reduce, reuse, and recycle.
So just spit your beer back into the can, then drink it.
All right. Well, skip ahead if you're gonna fuck it.
Yeah,
all right. Panels is a big thing, right?
Just hanging out. Hey, man, they got a large private solar array in the state of Colorado capable of generating 3% of total electricity needs and 16% of peak load.
All right,
These
real quick.
efforts continue today, so they're really trying.
All right, let me ask you guys quick. You guys ever actually fuck with solar panels?
Solar?
Sonar. Solar.
Do I fuck with them?
You ever?
What do you mean? Have I ever
Not
had?
if you have you used them before?
No.
They fucking work pretty fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, I mean the only
I had a battery pack that was solar panel, dude. Toss a couple of those on the top of the old at the time Civic. Charge right up, bright sunny day. Amazing how it works.
The only solar panel thing I kind of had were like outdoor lights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just gonna stick them around.
All right, Max. 2012.
They become 100% employee owned. The ESOP buys the remaining shares from CEO Kim Jordan and her family.
Kimmy J.
Kimmy, well, is she called Kimmy J, or are you just fucking around here? What do you...
I mean,
do you know her?
No, I'd call her Kimmy J if I knew her.
My girl Kim.
Yeah, my girl Kim, dude.
Thought you had a little inside scoop on nicknames
I
here.
don't want to talk about it, but, Kimmy J.
They looked like
Might have been Michael Jordan's sister, but...
Oh, they got 457 coworkers. They all own the place. So that's cool. May of 2016. Summertime, baby. Their Asheville brewery opens to the public, bringing the new Belgium experience to the East Coast.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
Asheville. Oh, that's in North Carolina, right?
Couldn't tell you.
Isn't that where the band, the Dave Matthews
No,
bar
they're
is?
from Charlottesville.
No, but the bar.
Charlottesville.
It's not in Asheville. The bar that he first started at was in Charlottesville.
I think it was Tanner's.
Asheville. NPR's
No.
How I Built This interviews Kim to explain how she helped take New Belgium from her basement to the nation.
Yeah. Can you go back 1 year? So I can see where this Tanner...
Asheville.
Why'd you say Tanner's?
I didn't
You said
say
Tanner's.
Tanner's.
Dave Matthews Bar or something?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
I thought it was in Asheville.
No, it was in Charlottesville.
Charlottesville.
I would like to see where the fuck Asheville is.
What's this deal with Tanner's, man?
Who's Tanner?
Asheville,
Just Asheville.
East Coast, I guess. I don't fucking
North Carolina.
It is North Carolina.
North Carolina.
It is, yeah, sure. Yeah, so they started the Dave Matthews Band. No, yeah.
Said North Carolina. Isn't that where Dave Matthews got his start? And you were like, no, Charlottesville. I was like, oh. Or you said no, Tanner's. And I was
thought
like,
you meant
no.
Asheville. I thought you meant, Asheville is where they got their start.
I thought Tanner's was in, the bar was in this city.
It definitely could be, dude. I didn't think about that.
Sweet baby Jesus.
That was I explained that bad when I was first.
Not really.
No, you don't think so? You know what I was getting at? Okay.
Wait. If you're right,
I don't know.
Wild.
Tanner's, Virginia. Tanner of North Carolina.
What?
57-year-old middle-aged man.
Hey, my name's Tanner. You've been trying to call me this whole time.
I didn't start the Dave Matthews Band.
Is it Tanner?
I don't know. You said it.
Keep talking. I'll come back to this, dude. I don't know.
Just type in Tanner's Dave Matthews Band or something. I don't know.
April 2019, Lauren Limbach, our wood cellar director, received... Wow, the wood cellar director. That's a title right there.
That is a title.
Look at those barrels.
Oh,
all the way from
Miller's. Charlottesville, Virginia.
Virginia. Okay.
Yeah. Solely different place. Never heard of a Tanner's. Miller's, though.
Miller's.
Keep going.
Tanner's.
I'm sorry to interrupt
Now
us.
your mind was on...
a little baby. What a time. What a time.
Yeah, I mean... So they got a wood cellar, and there's someone directing it. It's just a lot of cool stuff that they've done. But that's, so New Belgium. Fort Collins, Colorado is where they hail from.
Cool place.
Started with their Fat Tire and the Abbey beer. Yeah, great beer. Been around forever. I know them from like the Fat Tire. I think their logo is so iconic.
Yeah,
that
it
fat,
really
the
is,
bike.
Yeah.
Like just the colors. It's a great beer logo.
Fort Collins is really big into like biking too. Well, a lot of people in Colorado, but Fort Collins especially.
okay.
Yeah, I think that's probably where it comes from.
Makes a lot of sense. What do you guys think of this Voodoo Ranger
Pretty good.
Juicy Haze? Oh, crack her open there, Tanner.
Wait, his name's Miller.
Sounds like having a Tanner's at Miller's in North Carolina, Virginia.
Is Dave Matthew playing there?
That's a damn good beer.
It is.
That's good beer.
And we're just gonna rate this 1 through 10.
1 through 10, man. 1 through 10. Hey, cheers! Since you weren't here for the big 50,
cheers.
You know you had bigger plans.
Cheers to half a century. I was dying.
Yeah, you had a
Stroking out.
You had a head thing.
I was about to start talking shit, and then I remembered,
Head
you were
nerve.
not feeling good.
I think we did talk quite a bit of shit in the beginning of that episode.
It's yeah, we did. Yeah, we definitely did. It's like
Oh yeah, the
it's
beer
like
now.
it's like a more. All right, give me a second. It's like a different type of beer. It's like a Pilsner type of like.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Type IPA. Like it's not it's not like a super fruity, like pungent, kind of bitter, hazy IPA. It tastes like it has a little bit of a like a ale or like a pale. Yeah, like you know what I mean.
I get what you're saying. It's very, very smooth. There's not. It's like the bitterness of an IPA. You wouldn't.
Like I'm drinking a Sierra Nevada hazy fucking thing beforehand, and this is like bitter. Like it bitter.
Yeah.
You can tell it's but this as a hazy IPA, it's more. You can kind of taste the taste of like a Pilsner or a.
Yeah. So like based off our limited beer brewing knowledge, so the hazy, you get a hazy IPA when you add the hops in like closer to the end
of the brewing process.
So that is probably more like hops boiled and then hops added at the end.
It's probably like a little like mid edition. Like last week we were drinking or reading about a beer that was like 100% IBU or
Sierra Nevada, they're Bigfoot.
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 Yeah.
It's like so their website had it. It's 100% or 100 IBU.
IBU is like the bitterness scale,
and it's on a scale of 1 to 100.
Yeah.
So this is a 42. So like 100 would be insane. And it's apparently this beer is like a collector's item. The longer you let it sit, the more the flavor changes.
Yeah.
So if like you let it sit for 2 years, it's different than if you let it sit for 6 months.
Yeah.
So every time someone opens a new one, they have like a term for it. I think it was like an expedition, they called it.
Yep.
So like every time like someone would be like, "Oh, I got a 5-year-old Bigfoot. Oh, this is gonna it's gonna be quite the expedition there, bud." So apparently it just ages different, and it's like a collector's.
Have you ever had, and like Sierra Nevada comes out with not to shy away from New Belgium, but Sierra Nevada comes out with a Torpedo, which they still they release, and that's a potent beer. You know, you drink a handful, and it's kind of hard to drink a handful. Like you drink a high IBU beer that's a high alcohol content. It's usually a thicker beer, usually like a
heavier.
Yeah, and I drank like 7 Torpedoes.
Oh my god!
Me and Tom were out in Idaho, and we found Torpedoes, and I drank a lot of them. And I was fucked up.
You were pretty torpedoed.
I was fucked up and full. You know, like that was.
I didn't eat dinner. Huh?
I had dinner and my drinks and like 4 drinks. Yeah. So this is nice. So this is a little easier. It's something I could probably drink a little bit of.
It's got the the heavy flavor, like strong flavor of an IPA, but it's still super light. It's not quite as heavy as most IPAs, I'd say.
For sure.
Like I don't know, like it has that like dark flavor, like that. That like first tongue hit.
That hoppy,
I like that fucking Pilsner kind of like
malty,
dark,
kind of
malty. Yeah.
Malty.
I don't mind it.
It's got a little like amberness to it.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So 1 through 10. Cheers.
It is tasty.
Cheers.
Quick cheersies. All right. And then while we're rating this, so we have another beer, homebrew.
Yeah.
We're gonna do this back.
No, we'll
just do it later in the show, right?
And if you guys want to do them back to back, we can.
No, we'll finish this beer, kind of clear out our palates.
Yeah.
Get a bush light in between.
Yeah, bush light.
Oh wait, are we out of bush?
And we're out of bush light.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So we'll just go right into them.
All right.
And
we can always come back. Whatever.
yeah, I mean, I don't really care how we want to do it.
Let's do it a little bit later.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool with me.
Yeah, we'll drink a couple voodoos and then see what happens. I'm sorry. Dude, I was looking at this beforehand like, God, I'm all up in your shit.
Yeah.
So I tried to move this over.
Step
but
off, dude.
But like, I step out!
Step off. School of Rock, baby.
Yeah, School of Rock.
That's a good one.
All right.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Scale.
Who's
of
kicking
1
it
to
off?
7.3 I'm going to give it.
Ooh, I was expecting more from you.
Nah, I mean, no, so that's a good score, though.
It is a good score.
It's drinkable. I like it. But, like, I wouldn't chug them down.
Yeah,
I wouldn't chug them down. What do you guys think?
man, I was going pretty high with it. I was gonna give it an 8.6.
Wow, you really like this.
Yeah.
You really, really like it.
I do like it. I'm not saying I'm chugging them. This isn't a chugging kind of beer,
But you would enjoy the flavor.
but I enjoy the flavor. Yeah,
Yeah.
I really do.
I'm gonna say 7.77.
Trip
7 triple 7.
Triple 7.
You gave it a 7.3.
All right.
8.6.
7.
7.77.
7.3.
8.6.
Wow,
This
dude.
is a high
Big
beer.
time.
Hey,
I feel like-
that's a lot coming from me because I
I
don't
know.
drink a lot of
That is,
APAs.
dude. You must like it. You don't like the potent shit, that high IBU.
No, I like my beer tasting like water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Busch
Yeah.
Light, baby.
Oh man, were you? I can't remember if you were here when I was telling Carl. Like, one of my favorite ways to like, or tell if I was like, oh, this is a beer I really like, is if it reminds me, or I think it like takes my brain to the Shawshank Redemption scene when they're sitting on top. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, on the roof.
No, I don't. I mean, parts of it, but I don't remember.
You told me
now.
this a long time
And
ago,
they're
dude.
tarring
Yeah.
the main character gets his like buddies from the jail to like, he finagles their way to be able to go up and tar the roof in like the middle of summer. And like no one wants to do it,
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
volunteered and he's like, we'll do it, but I just want a couple of cold suds for me and my buds when we're done. And they're just sitting around drinking these
After fucking pouring tar, after pouring fucking.
yeah, all day.
And just.
And they like pull these beers out of these ice cold buckets. And they're just sitting like,
It looks like the best.
it looks like the best,
Oh,
just most
man.
crisp, delicious beer. So like if I get a beer, usually they're lighter beers.
Yeah.
That I get that feeling. Oh, that's like, oh, this beer.
This beer.
This is a fucking
And we've had that before,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
I've had that before,
Just-
dude. I had that at work. I've only had that at work like a couple times. All right, not a couple times. When I worked for the woodworking company, that was after 4 every day. But like I worked for a concrete company, and it was like the best part of working trades. It was like we would pour fucking 1,500 square foot warehouse slabs. Take us all day, 9-10 hours, just raking crete, just fucking putting in labor. You know what I mean? And then somebody would show up with just a fucking cooler full of ice cold fucking beers and a fresh fucking pack of Marbreds. Dude. Oh my god, dude. And this was before I smoked cigarettes. This is how I started smoking cigarettes, dude. We'd have a long pour. Everybody would crack a beer and smoke darts. And eventually I was like, fuck it, dude. Give me one of them darts. You know? And like it was like after every big pour, we'd have beers and smoke dart. And those were like an ice cold fucking Busch latte in a Marbrand, dude. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, that's how
outta
It just goes to show some
Oh.
things are worth waiting for. in life.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Tell you what, I've been trying to pour Crete in my Haas for fucking 10 years after that, dude. Nothing never fucking tastes as good as those times, dude.
My whole yard's just all concrete. I've never been able to get one that tastes like it ever again.
Yeah, dude. What a time, dude. What a time to be alive.
Man, oh man. Well, it's man.
Hell yeah, dude.
This beer is pretty damn tasty. Doesn't quite give me that Shawshank feel. You know
Nah, don't give me that Shawshank. Bush Light just gives me that Shawshank. An ice cold Bush.
Has to be in a bottle for me.
Really?
For me to get that like
Every time?
not
Think about chopping wood at the cabin.
But no, I'm talking like that
real,
whole like the all encompassing feeling of like it's I don't know. I can't describe.
No, I know what you're saying.
Like okay, whichever one. I think like JT brought in a couple of these. Like when I was drinking this, I could like picture myself like grabbing this out of that bucket in Shawshank, and it's like, oh, this is what it tasted like. And I'm like, and
not just a cooler, not just a fucking but a bucket ice.
Yeah.
Couple fucking tire skis.
Yeah, that feeling. But anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, dude, that was
Get
episode.
me thirsty all over again.
Oh man, it's the thought of beers on a fucking hot summer day, a cold Bush Light.
I like beer because it is good.
I
like beer because it's shit.
If there was a song to sing, I sing it and beer you bring. I drink beer when I am sad, cause the beer it makes me glad. Now there's nothing left to say, so let's go drink.
Shawshank.
Beer is good. Beer is good. Beer is good. It's some beer is good.
Oh, yep, didn't have that on hand. All right. Brews are fucking flowing.
Thanks, bud.
Good times are going. Yeah, might as well.
You want a Sierra? You want another one of the?
Yeah, I'll take another Sierra.
Beer is good. Beer is good. Beer is good. And stuff.
And stuff.
Oh yeah, you know what time it is?
We know what time it
Thirsty
is.
time.
No. It's a fucking weekly challenge time. We got improv skits to do.
Oh, shit. All right, so
Let's go.
I didn't come up with any because I thought yours were awesome.
What?
Did you even know we were doing improv?
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
improv to skit on right now. Improv, baby.
Improv skit. Come up with an improv skit. All right, you have 30 seconds to come up with an improv skit. Best improv skit wins.
All right.
I got it. I did.
That's the skit.
Yeah, I did. I just got it.
If you really want to do that, we can do that.
No, that was
all
like
right.
Seamo's.
No, I was gonna say I knew what you were doing, but while you were saying it, I was like,
Actually, not a bad.
not a bad idea, dude.
Well, improv one, Garl.
No, improv max.
All right.
Okay, yeah, we can.
Yeah,
we'll just
yeah.
do it
Let's
first.
let's do
Okay.
yours first.
So yeah, we
Let's
last
talk about explain
2
what the
weeks
fuck's going
ago.
on.
I think it was episode 49. We landed on create improv skits for the next show for our weekly challenge. And so my idea for a skit was, okay, it's kind of a long setup, but all right. So imagine you're it doesn't matter what team, you're a fan of a team. We're gonna go with Packers
Yeah,
football team.
Yeah.
And the coach, he's coaching on the sideline, middle of a game. It's like second quarter, 3 minutes left, whatever, and he just drops dead. No, like just dunzo.
Okay.
No, like, oh, he was sick, but he's gonna coach through
dead
it.
as fuck.
He's just dead. And so then there's like, comes out after the game, whatever, Mark Murphy has to make a statement. And he says, look, this is a tragedy. We feel for the LaFleur family, let's say.
Yeah.
And we hate to have to bring this up, but in the Packer bylaws, if this happens where a coach drops dead in the middle of a game, we have to randomly select a Packer fan to be the head coach. And so the improv skit is either like the first press conference with you and you're the head coach, and then who's ever like, let's say Kärel's the head coach, me and you would be like interviewers or media guys asking him questions like, what's going to be your philosophy on the run game here, Coach Kärel, or how do you plan to pick up where LaFleur left off, or
I love it.
And it's like 2 days after he's like gone, and you have to like come in and be like, I'm the head coach now, this is my team, I gotta, I take on full responsibility, I appreciate all that, whatever.
I would love to be this part in the act if
do it. And I think we could set it up like, say you wanted to be like after your first game, let's say you wanted to say like set up that, but either way it's like you got randomly selected to be the head coach of, we'll say, the Packers.
Yeah.
And
after Matt LaFleur just died.
After he dropped dead, and we can either do like a press conference 2 days later, or like after a loss after the first game.
All right, so we'll say, we got Matt LaFleur died, had a heart attack on the field after the NFC Championship game. End of the season.
I was thinking just regular middle season, seventh game of the week.
So I'm mid-season.
Yeah. He's just, and because it's like all with the.
All right.
So.
Let's do it.
All right.
All
right. So who wants to? Who wants to be coach?
I'm down to be coach.
All right.
Kärel's coach.
I'll be coach.
Coach Kärel.
All right. So do you want to do press conference like 2 days after press conference, or after a win, loss,
after
tie?
my first loss?
Your first loss. All right.
First loss. I'm the fan who came in.
Yeah,
and I just lost our first game.
Your first game coaching.
First game coaching.
It's
mid-season.
Yeah, and let's say, all right, so it's mid-season. So let's say you lost, so now we're 5-4. We were 5-3, could have gone 6-3 and really got the season rolling. Now we're 5-4.
People are looking at my head, trying to get me the fuck out of town.
You got D coordinators coming.
Yeah.
No, all right, so.
All right. So you guys take a second, think questions.
Yeah, and because you got to come up with an opening statement. Be like, all right, you know how they do to start off the press conferences.
Yeah. Everybody take a drink. Think I'll come up. Yeah.
Drinky poo.
All right.
Clinkety clink 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 clink.
Seamo, what do you think? Just
improv, baby.
So before you guys, I have to give them an opening, right?
Yeah, I think, don't they usually come out and just say like a couple?
Yeah.
Say a few words to the media, and then they open it up for questions.
All right. One more.
It's Down and Out Brew, Down and Out Ale, not too shabby.
Excited. Cracked and open.
Little malty, not quite as hoppy as maybe a traditional. I don't know what they're going for.
You remember how their last beer tasted?
I don't. I feel like it's somewhat similar.
All right.
I'd have to go back and check the notes. All right, so here I'm gonna be the sports anchor, and we're like cutting. We're gonna cut to your I'll be a Packer radio guy and be like, all right, this is what coach. All right, fans, man. Well, you saw it. You saw his first game. Whew. There it goes. We had a chance to go to 6-3, but we fall to 5-4. And we're gonna take your questions after this. But wait, what? All right, we got Coach Wardlow, first press conference after a game, coming to you right now.
Thank you, Mr. Obviously, first of all, I'd like to say my gratitude, my thoughts, my prayers to the LaFleur family. Who would have thought heart attack on the field? 38 years old. Fuck, you know what I mean? Glad to be here, though. Glad to be a part, born and raised in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Knowing the fans, never coached in my life. I've spent my last 25 years drinking beers and cheering for the Packers, and now I am, I'm on top of the world now. My plans really, the people I got support me, the coaches, the coaching staff, the people in the equipment room, everybody in the Green Bay organization is going to help us through this progress. But I think everything's looking up from here, looking good. Obviously, what we're doing this year is out of respect for Mr. LaFleur, who happened to have a heart attack. But now you got Mr. Wardlow as your head coach, so let's fucking get used to it. And let's open up the press to questions. Anybody?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, front row. Hey, Coach Wardlow, excuse me.
Is that HUA Industries? All right.
Yeah. Hey, so, you said, you're happy to be here.
Happy to be here.
Are you just glad to be here? Or are you actually gonna take this seriously and do some coaching? Or are you just gonna kind of like sit back and be like, oh, I'm in Lambeau? Or are you really gonna like try to take the reins here? Looks like things got away from you in the game a little bit.
It's first game. I'm a fan, and for some odd reason, the rules ended up being, if LaFleur dies, the best fan in the world steps up, man. Happens. I am the best fan in the world. I got a Packer tattoo on my chest. It's good to be here. So I'm best interest in the team. That I'm gonna spend every fucking cent we got on anything. So we'll be good to go. We'll be good to go as long as there's cold beer, players that are warm and ready to play, and cold beer. I think we'll be set to go. Yeah. Next question.
Third row down, second to the left.
Seamus.
Hey, Corpuscle here.
Corpuscle.
I just really had to get your thoughts on how does it feel to only have a job because somebody died.
Well, as they say, as Billy Joel once said, only the good die young, and only the best coaches live. Are you shit talking a dead guy right now? He was a piano man and now he's a dead man. So it's good to be here. I think I'm deserving of this job. Vince Lombardi, yeah. Mike Sherman, Mike McCarthy, Matt LaFleur. He's got good eyebrows, but Carl Wardlow, I got a tattoo on my chest. I like the players, I like the people. I tell my players every day, if you win, you got a fucking ice cold 30-rack ice cold Busch Light. So I think we'll be all right.
Got a question, front row?
Yeah.
Hey, Coach. My name's Steve. I'm with
Steve. How you doing?
With the Packer reporting out in southeastern Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Hey, Coach, you got our full support down there in southeastern Wisconsin. Let me tell you what. And,
God bless.
I love the way you're coaching this team. I think beers all around every day for the players. Keep them loose. Keep them having fun. Beers in the locker room, I think, is a good thing, sir.
Yes,
and
sir.
I'd like to applaud you for that, first and foremost. Secondly, what is, obviously you are here to coach this football team and lead them to victory. What is the first thing you're going to do in practice this week to kind of right this ship and get this team back to where they need to be to get that Lombardi Trophy back here to Green Bay?
Oh, first and foremost, special teams, biggest thing. We just hired Mr. Bisacci, and the way we're gonna deal with our special teams is if you never been to Green Bay, Wisconsin, we live right next to a federal prison, so we're gonna. Actually, the city of Green Bay allowed us to take the most violent prisoners out of prison and bring them onto the practice field, and we're gonna have them fucking go head to head with our special teams. And we allowed these prisoners to have shanks and whatever they want, and so we're gonna let our players just go head to head with these prisoners.
So, Coach,
the best man.
So
Doesn't die, I guess. Yeah,
so Coach, follow up just to make sure I'm hearing this right. You're going to take the violent prisoners, put them against your special teams.
Yes,
and make sure that our special teams can at least beat prisoners.
What I'm trying to do right now
because if that's the case, sir, you have my full support. I think that is the best decision you could have made.
If whoever doesn't survive I mean, death is an option. We got the Fox River. It does flow out to the bay, and the bay flows out to the
coaches?
Atlantic Ocean. So we're going to let them go head-to-head. Whoever dies, we're going to send them off.
Coach, are you trying to match my accent right now? Just before you were talking pretty normal. Now
I'm
you're
not
trying to
really
talk
sure
like me.
what accent we have. I think it's Texan or something.
No, this is southeastern Wisconsin, sir.
I think
Have
you're
you ever
wrong.
been to that region of the state, man?
I've been to a lot of vaginas, but not that region. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, we're gonna. We'll be fine.
All right, way in the back, please. Yeah, hi, Captain Crunch here. I just had a quick
Captain
question.
Crunch.
You know, there's a lot of rumors that going around. When you took that nasty trip in the third quarter and you had to go into the tent, somebody was calling that your beer tent. Were you drinking Busch Lights in there, like they're saying?
I mean, you know, people can judge how they want to judge. People can drink how they want to drink. And people can drink in my tent how they want to drink. I drank about 12 Busch Lights in that tent. All right? Just to get my mind right. And if you look in the past at the other Packers fucking special teams coaches, what the fucking diddly fuck have they done but not dick? So, you know, sometimes you gotta go in the tent, drink a couple Busch Lights, get your punter in there, get him a couple Busch Lights deep, get your kicker in there, have him drink a couple Busch Lights, and then you win games. But I was drunk.
One follow-up question with that. How drunk are you right now? How many Busch Lights did you have before?
I did drink a little vodka before the Busch Light, so yeah, I'm drunker than a skunk. I mean, Matt LaFleur hired me. I had a flask in my fucking dick wad, and a fella says, you know, you drunk or you not drunk? I said, Coach LaFleur, I'm fucking drunk, dude. And here we are. Nah, it should be a good season. Any other questions?
Coach, Tiffany Stevens here.
Tiffany, good to see you. Always good to see you.
Last question. I just want to summarize and make sure we're getting all this.
Okay. Always great to have the Australian. Yeah. Australians.
So I was just trying to match your accent. Anyway, so to get this straight, you say beer for the players, beer for the coaches, beer on the sidelines.
Are you a gay Australian or you just...
No, my name's Tiffany Stevens.
Right.
Beer on the sidelines
Right.
and practice against prisoners with shanks. Is that all I need to know? Thank you. I'll have a story for you on Monday.
I mean, I mean, come on. Now, I mean, Green Bay, Wisconsin, you grow up here. I mean, we grow up to the biggest Wisconsin Department of Correction, biggest prison in Wisconsin. I mean, you don't tell your players to play again. I mean, we're here. Tiffany, good to have you. Yeah, we're going for the Vince Lombardi Trophy. It's safe to say. Any other questions? All right, we're good.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, shit.
That was awesome.
That was great. I love it.
Good job, Coach.
Yeah. Beers all around. Players.
Good question, Joe.
Kickers, punters, keep them loose.
All right. Let's.
Oh, man.
I think we should. Before we get serious about you, we should do a quick. I'm ready to spell.
Well, we still got Seamo's got to be coach. I got to be coach.
Oh,
are we going around?
Unless we want to do your improv game.
Mine was like a little different.
Okay,
So it's not like a scenery skit. It's basically that we get a list of words, and then like we all stand up, you know, side by side, and then we go through a line and we say one letter each, trying to spell it. Doesn't have to be right. You just keep going, just spell it, you know, with your best ability, and then when you're done, everybody says the word at the same time. And then you have to make a sentence out of it where everybody says one word going along.
All right, one more time, say that.
Improv, baby.
Improv. Go. Stand in a line and say some shit. All right, here we go.
All right. No.
So like, if we're
Do an
standing-
example.
So like, if like we're all standing up there, we're standing in line, or it's like, all right, our word is beer. Somebody will start off, somebody will say B, and then E-R, and they're like, and then we go beer, and then we'll start a sentence off with the first person is like I. Next person goes drank 1 billion trillion beers in church, or I don't know. You just make it up random.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's like
So it doesn't have to be alphabetical necessarily. Am I beating fucking
Well,
Momo?
you just spell a word, and then you take
Right.
turns saying one word into a sentence.
So we get a word. We
All right.
try to spell it. Whether we spell it right or wrong.
We spell it one letter at a time.
Yeah. So the funny part is that we're probably gonna butcher the word.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
And then we try to we try to create a sentence around that word.
Yep.
But
Okay.
one at a time.
Okay.
So like if
All right,
the
let's
word
go.
was
Yeah.
I'm dying.
So we gotta get a list of words though. I didn't make a list of words, but we could just do a couple. And my thought was, do an easy one, a medium, maybe then a hard one. I came up with the hard one already.
All right. Let's
Well,
let's
start off with the hard
do
one.
the hard one right away.
let's start out with an easy one. All right.
Oh, okay.
All right. So like, what's one thing you use in your kitchen?
Spatula.
Spatula. All right. Spatula's a word.
I fuck with this. All right. Let's get it.
How about name a car part?
Break.
Yeah, break.
Sure.
Yeah, brakes.
All right. So we'll start out with break, and then we'll. Typically, you don't know the word until you come up with. But there's only 3 of us, so.
I see.
So
you
we
know what
got
I mean? We can sit down. We can sit down and do it.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah.
So we're using these words.
Yeah, we're using these words.
All right.
All right.
Break and.
Well, we'll get to it. All right.
All right.
We'll get to
All
it. We're starting out with break. So we all say it. We all go break.
Break.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Break. All right. B.
R.
E.
K.
E.
Break.
Break.
I.
Love.
Lots.
Of.
Breaks. Am I doing this wrong?
Break. All right.
We start.
No. Like,
All right.
it's like see how far you can build a story around breaks before
All right.
getting
Let's
to
start again.
break.
Let's start again.
All
All
right.
right.
All right. You want to spell it first or?
Yes.
sentence?
Yes.
All
Start
right.
from the top.
B.
R.
E.
K.
E.
Break.
Brecky.
We.
Have.
Two. T-O-O.
Many.
Cars.
That.
Don't.
Have. Keep her.
Wheels.
Because.
These.
Fuckers.
Didn't.
Install.
Anything.
But.
Wheels.
Breaks.
I thought we were going to try and keep rolling. Whoever had to say breaks had to drink.
I thought that was great though.
It's fine to and it's not necessarily how long.
All right, come up with another word. I love this game.
All right,
Come up with another word.
Next word.
All right.
Spatula.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Spatula. S.
P.
A.
T.
U.
L.
La. Spatula.
I.
Never.
Got.
To.
Use.
My.
Damn.
What the fuck did you say?
Damn. Damn.
Mixing.
Spoon.
Because. Because why? My damn mixing spoon.
Because.
Why?
Because everything.
Revolves.
Around.
Just go with the first. All.
My.
Damn.
Rolls around all my damn kitchen
Utensils.
And
kitchen
Spatulas. Spatula.
every word.
I love this game, dude.
Damn! Just make me laugh.
All right. One more. Give us one more.
All right.
Hard.
Are you ready?
Harder than a cock in an ice storm.
All right. Acetaminophen.
Oh.
Okay. Can I know the definition before we play this game? Acetaminophen sounds like medicine.
Yep.
Acetacinnamon.
Acetaminophen.
I don't see cinnamon, but acetaminophen.
Acetaminophen.
Is that like
Maxie starts
ibuprofen?
out. Yeah.
Okay.
Acetaminophen. A.
C.
M.
Did you say M?
Yeah.
A C
I forgot we had to spell it.
You just go. Just go as fast.
E.
T.
I.
F.
H.
Isn't that P? I.
N.
Acetaminophen.
God damn, my head hurt and I need a little.
Acetaminophen. All right. Max, you start us out on this one.
Fuck to acetaminophen coming.
It's
I know.
oh.
I just like, how the fuck are we talking about? Start the fucking.
All right, Max.
Usually
I.
Take.
nothing.
But
This time. I'm a
that's 2 words.
I know, but it worked.
This time. I
Took
Aspirin.
instead
of
Tylenol.
which
is
Better than.
but
math.
So.
wait.
Wait.
Meth so but meth
Math. So.
I don't
Wanna.
do
crack
Or.
acetaminophen.
Jesus.
It's a fun game.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Can I think of a word?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Thought your brain stalled out on us for a minute on that last one.
No, I did. What do you mean? Oh man, methamphetamine. M.
That's the word.
Just the letter M.
Methamphetamine.
I don't have to spell it.
That's the okay.
What word are we doing?
Methamphetamine.
Methamphetamine.
Okay.
M.
E
T.
H.
A
Am.
P.
H
E.
D.
A
U. Just say a letter.
But D.
think you meant to say M. I
N. E. Methamphetamine.
Yeah. Damn it! I should have picked a smaller word. Should have picked a smaller word like dart. Or fart or something. I didn't realize how big of a word that was.
Oh my god.
All right. Crack.
Wait, we got to do the methamphetamine.
Crack.
Oh, you're still okay. I got you.
I'm not just a crazy guy screaming crack.
Isn't
Anything
Like.
meth? I mean, it's not. It's not anything like it.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Crack. Ain't nothing like meth.
How the hell you would?
Oh man. Holy shoots my goots. Oh, that was funny. Oh my God. God.
All right, you guys want to move on?
Wait, can I be coach? I'd love to be coach.
Oh, all
Real quick.
right.
Shit, I gotta think about more questions.
All right, so I'll be Larry McCarron. You ready?
Yeah, we're gonna do first press conference as like they're naming me. They're being like, all right, here he is.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Rock. Sad news today. As Coach LaFleur had passed away on the football field doing what he loved. The Green Bay Packers had signed a contract. The thing that we have to do after the head coach has passes is we sign our one fan to be the head coach. And today we had found our coach, Max Hutchison, out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, went to Notre Dame Academy. Ladies and gentlemen, just a quick round of applause for the guy.
I have a question before I start clapping my hands over here. I just want to know, who the hell are you?
All right. Well, I mean, we'll start out. This is Seamus Johnson, Notre Dame Academy. And I think his question was, who the fuck are you, Max?
Well, first and foremost, R.I.P. to Coach. Obviously, we don't want to be here under these circumstances. But under these circumstances, I am here. And sorry, you might have got the names mixed up. My name is Larry Johnson.
Oh, Mr. Johnson.
I think Max was the guy behind me.
He was bald.
Yep, I have a full head of hair, clearly, as you can tell.
Yep, kind of.
But Mr. Seamus, I appreciate your question. I fully understand where you come from, sir. And I understand. No one wants to see me here. I get that. All right?
No, I don't.
So let me just lay all my cards out on the table. I know I should not be here. You all know I should not be here. I'm not good at this. I've never done this.
Hopefully you got a full house and goddamn cards you got on the table.
Excuse me. I'm the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. I will be I get my time to speak here.
Not my coach.
Today,
Not my coach.
All right.
This is a big responsibility. I got a lot on my shoulders, and
dandruff.
There's a lot here. There's everything from, the equipment guys, the people that work at Lambeau, and sir, I'd really appreciate it if I could just get some time to speak. Without anyone,
you will earn our respect.
All right. We're gonna give Coach Johnson here about 10 seconds of his own time, and then we'll take questions, ladies.
There's a lot of responsibility. This is the Green Bay gosh damn Packers. I don't.
Damn right.
I don't cuss often, so I will institute that in the locker rooms. No cussing at any time. No foul language.
Sound like a fucking
at
pussy.
Any time.
Sound a little fair league we're running out here.
Excuse me. Can I get my time to speak?
Coach Johnson, it's your time. You got 10 seconds to speak.
Interrupted.
We'll take questions.
I wouldn't mind 10 seconds and then questions, but you guys aren't even doing 10 seconds and then talking over me.
All right, we'll start 10 seconds right now. Here you go.
Man.
9, 8, 7. Coach, I got about 5 seconds.
As understanding,
4.
That I am have big shoes to fill. I mean, back to back.
He wore a size 9, sir.
NFC. Well, coincidentally, I wear size 10, so I guess
shoes are filled. All right,
shoes
continue.
are filled. And I fully understand. We have a staff I have to run, players to manage. All the daily operations, practice times, scouting departments. Talking to the general manager, Brian Gutekunst, who's really been a Brian Gute, and but But that's he doesn't want me here. Anyway, let's get to questions. Let's get to questions.
I got a question for you. So you just hopped on the crew, and old Rich Bisaccio happened to hit the head special teams coordinator. He looks like he could be a better head coach than you. What do you think about that? You think he could benefit you in your long run?
Oh yeah, he's we just signed him in the off season, and we have some games coming up. Obviously, we're into our 7th week, or we just played our 7th week, and I'm obviously going to be leaning on him heavy for a lot of his insights and knowledge.
You think that's because you don't know how to coach, so you have to lean on him to coach?
Correct, sir. That would be correct. Yes,
okay.
you are. I have never coached I have coached flag football before, but never.
Okay.
But never at this level.
All right, Seamus Johnson.
Oh, wait, I was raising my hand. I wasn't raising my hand. I was just here to listen in on our new coach. Sorry, I'm in my manure shoes. I just came from the farm fields. And, well, since I'm on the microphone, I just want to say you don't have my support, but you can earn it. And I just want to know.
What was that, Mr. Johnson?
I said, well, I can't think a whole lot over my stink shoes, but I just want to know, on 3rd down and 15, are you letting Rodgers call the play? Are you ever going to call a play, or are you just going to sit there with the microphone in your head? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in this team? What do you...
I'm gonna agree with Farmer Johnson.
First, Mr. Farmer Seamus, I'm pleased that you came all the way out here, and I enjoy the stank from your boots. Let me start off with that.
That's from my cow, Miss Daisy.
She smells like a great cow.
I stepped in her cow pie.
I also agree with the sentiment that you don't have to respect me, but it can be earned, and I wouldn't respect me either. So I don't hold it against you at all.
Well,
sir.
if he can't respect himself,
sir,
and on 3rd and 15, to get to your other question, obviously we have an offensive coordinator who calls the plays. I just have a headset on. Everything runs through me. So on 3rd and 15, we want to run a draw play. I'm gonna say that sounds like a good play.
So midnight in Wisconsin, the cows need to be milked, but you're not there to milk the cows. Who are you gonna send to milk the cows?
Are you gonna be? I just need to know. Are you gonna be at midnight when the cow is mooing? She's about to get birth.
And the moon
are you gonna
is
be
shining.
ready to stick your hands up in the dirty business to get the cow?
And
that's
grab
all I gotta
them
know.
nipples and milk them bitches to glory? You gonna do
I
that?
don't know who this guy is, but he doesn't look like a farmer to me.
I don't know about no cows, but I will be there to sprinkle the fish food on top of the fish tank. All right,
ladies and gentlemen, that is our coach, Mr. Max Hutchison.
And I do the last thing I want to say before this. I am. I was trying to get to this throughout my whole press conference. All I wanted to say was this, and I had some things planned, people I wanted to thank. Then we had 2 members of the media who just kept fucking getting in my way. And all I wanted to say was that I am officially stepping down as the Packers head coach, and I'm going to be passing those duties off to the offensive coordinator.
Sorry, sir, but in order to do that, you're going to have to die.
Lucky for you.
Just so happens, the offensive coordinator is you, Mr. Farmer Johnson.
I don't know what a blue 19 green time midnight swing is.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Little rolled out to the right side with the wide open. Yeah, touchdown, boys.
All right,
Spider 2 wild banana, coach. Spider 2 wild banana.
So that does it. The Packers are fucked. We got Coach fucking bald fucking old Teeter shit. And ladies and gentlemen,
are you wearing a wig?
I hope we're having a good time tonight. We're gonna move on down to Seamus don't know shit and Max don't know shit either town. And
man,
ladies and gentlemen,
who the hell are you?
Who are you? Who do you think you are?
I don't.
Are you trying to say you're a better fan than me?
Give me.
It should have been me, not you.
Yeah,
they should have called my name to be the head coach.
Yeah, well, you know that.
Instead, we got you.
That's what
Even know what a 3-4 defense is?
How many people going to fail? No, seriously, I don't know. How many people going to fail?
13, 14?
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, that was our weekly challenge from last week. 2 weeks ago. That was our improv skit.
All right, episode 51.
What are you gonna
We might as well jump on down to
start shooting some dots.
shoot some dots.
Gotta shoot some darts and roll quick.
Yeah, we're gonna do.
We haven't really talked about. Do we want to do a weekly challenge for next week, or should we do it for like 2 weeks? Should we just do it to do it?
I mean,
Let's do it.
clear
Let's
the
do it.
book, finish the book. What do you mean? Do it.
like play darts and then roll dice for
Or
a new
shoot some
weekly
darts?
challenge.
Oh yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, right on.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go on. We're gonna play some darts to figure out who gets to roll the dice for our next weekly challenge.
Yes, sir.
This week's weekly challenge was kind of finishing up the book, coming up with questions. We're going to do that. That's kind of something that we're just doing every day right now to get ready for next week's big time. So Maximilian and me and Seamus Johnson, we're going to shoot some darts. Max, give me the scores quick.
All right, so we're playing 501.
Playing 501.
So the quickest person to get to 0 wins.
Yep.
Let's see, we got Kärel coming in third at 340 with 349 points. We got Seamus coming in second with 306 points. And I'm in first with 292 points.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the score. We're going to adjust the cameras a little bit so you guys can see us playing some darts. Sit back, relax, have a drink, and we'll be back with you.
All right.
Hey, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, your mic's not on, Max.
Here we go. All
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen, episode 51. We're shooting darts right now to figure out our next weekly challenge. We got Kärel up first.
Absolutely.
I forget his score, but he's in last by a lot, like usual. So let's go.
349.
349.
Oh, hits a 16.
Got 16 on the board. That's a good shot. Ooh, double 10. Ooh, and a nice. Is that a triple 11, baby?
That's a triple 11, 33.
All right, let's just do a good quick math.
16, 20, 33, 71.
71. No, it's not 71.
50 or
69. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm up to the board next.
Hey, let's see what Seamo's got, huh?
Seamus Johnson up. Why we got these? I downloaded some fucking good tunes for these. All right, here we
10?
go. Don't count if it don't stick, bitch. Don't count if it don't stick, bitch.
12 for
Seamus
Seamo.
Johnson got 12. As uncertain as Aaron Rodgers' career is. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We got Maximilian up to the darts. Seamus at least has his colorful Tootsie Rolls. Max is shooting. Max is hitting 13. That's a clean 13. With a 2, that's 15. Here we go. Last shot. With a 6. What do we got? 21. Thank you. Oh, we'll do double rounds. All right. Seamus is going to take my mic, take my heads.
Kärel killing it that round.
Ooh, bar don't lie, baby, doesn't stick. Bar don't lie, baby, doesn't stick.
Double zeros.
Oh, bar don't lie, baby, doesn't stick.
That is a
wash for Kärel on
Bummer.
the second round, a whole fat 0.
Well, I got 0, even though I hit 4 fucking bulls.
I think it only is, right though. You ended up with 69 points. I mean,
I do like that.
that's a good point number to end on.
Yeah, I do like that. All right, Seamus Johnson shooting. Let's see what you got. I gotta shoot a little tougher than that, bud. Learn from the old king. All right, James got 11. All right,
20.
31.
Dartboard.
All right, Maximilian up.
Dartboard's rigged.
It is. Maximilian shooting. Here we go. We got
Fat
one.
one.
A big old fat fucking one. And another big old fat one.
And a 5.
And a
7,
5.
baby.
He's got 7 points. I gotta be up there. I gotta at least be tech. Oh, you got one more, huh?
No.
Oh, no, we're good.
We're done. So let's see. So Kärel finishes with 69.
Yeah.
Seamo
Shout out.
finishes with 43.
Okay.
And I finish with 28.
Okay. So it's
Oh, shoot balls.
I shoot the balls.
Shoot to the balls.
I shoot to the balls.
Oh, I gotta pull up. So 349 minus 40, or no, minus 69 is, what is that?
349 minus 69.
Yeah.
280.
280. All right, 306 minus 43.
263.
263. And 292 minus 28. Was that
264.
260.
Oh, it's a ball game.
It is a
motherfuckers.
ball
Let's go.
game. All right, so we got Kärel in third with 280. Max in second with 264. Seamo in first with 263.
Oh, it's a ball game. All right. I love it.
Let's get resituated here.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get the camera set up, and then you want me to do a quick joke of the week, and then we'll jump in Kärel versus dictionary, and then we can do mental health talk. Ladies and gentlemen, we just did our weekly challenge. Oh wait, are we rolling dice?
Yeah, so you're rolling, man.
All right, pull it.
I'm rolling, aren't I? I'm in first.
Oh, yeah.
Psych.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put up our weekly challenge board. Seamus Johnson gets to roll 2 dice to figure out what the fuck we're doing this week. Getting the dice. Put that board up if we can.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
All right, Seamus Johnson, you cockbag. All right, here we go. Seamus Johnson.
You guys ready for this?
Thank you, Max. I was about to do that on my phone.
Good. You're good. Yeah, man. Well,
All right, wait. Hey, what? Do that again.
It's just this. So
This one.
this dial, like in line.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Let's go.
So, like, if you have it up all the way on your phone, then you can control it on there. Yeah, man. Now we
like
grooving.
that.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
Seamus, what are you eating?
Fruity Tooties.
Oh, Fruity Tooties. All right, Seamus won the dart game this week. Let him shake. What do you got? First shake. All right, we got 2. We got 2.
2 again.
All right.
Oh.
All right. In the column of 2, we got start reading a book, try a rock climbing facility, come up with new improv skit, Ninja Warrior course, YouTube yoga, twice a week, and wood burning project.
All right.
All right.
This is the third time we've gone column 2
Is it?
in a row.
I do believe this is the third
I hope we
time.
don't get
Do
start
we-
reading a book. I don't know how many more books I can do.
I just
Do
ordered
we-
a book.
Hey, there you
Blacked
go.
out drunk.
Is it really wrong of us to try and roll for a new
Should we try
column?
rolling for a new
not at all,
column?
not at
Let's
all.
try rolling for a new column.
I think we should try and roll.
Go for it.
Fuck
bud.
yeah.
Come on.
Do it.
1.
All right, here we go. 1. Here we got. All right, 1. We got a laughter diary. Laughter diary is you got to write down one thing a day that somebody made you laugh, something that made you laugh. Column 2, new beer once a day. Column 3,
Come on,
go.
get that too.
Yeah. Column 3, new campsite. Try out a new campsite, new place you never been. Column 4, personal wood project. Column 5, bike ride for a week. Just ride your bike around, or if you don't have a bike, anything you have, wheels, or if no wheels, run.
Go for a walk.
Yeah. And then column 6, sign up for volunteer work.
5, bike ride for a
Bike
week.
ride for a week. All right. No, let's think about this. So
Yeah.
it's winter months.
It is. We're in February.
All right. So it's how do you guys
Do-
How do you want to take this? Seamus, you rolled it.
Stationary bike.
Stationary bike or
If we want to like literal
right.
bike or
so
like.
it says bike ride for a week. So is this every fucking day?
Well, yeah.
All right. So what do you want to
So
do?
it-
How
so
do you
it's
want to do this? Stationary bike or
Or you could like as long as you're like walking like where you would be biking because it's winter. I don't know. Yeah. Do we want to do something on like you have to be on wheels?
he rolled it.
Gosh darn cold outside.
It is pretty cold.
You have to figure out something you're going to be able to do once a week.
We'll
'Cause-
go for a little stroll, a little walk,
Walk
a little
once.
something. Indoor,
Is
outdoor.
Is this one day every day once a week or like
I
once
see
a
what you're
day
saying.
or just one time a week? Just one.
Well, this
time.
is a weekly challenge, so
Right. So he's saying, should we do it?
every day.
Should we do it for
or is
7
just
days?
One
or
day.
Is it like as long as you do it like every other
you gotta
day?
commit to what you can do. This is you got it. This is yours.
every other day.
Every other day? Yeah,
Every day, all right.
I think that's cool.
Yeah.
If so, as long as we either get outside, take a walk, or get on a stationary bike,
Yeah.
or
Okay.
actually bike ride if you
Okay.
really want
Yeah.
to.
How about like
get on a longboard?
Yeah,
Does
all
that
right.
count?
Does that count?
Yeah, that counts. That
All
counts.
right.
Be on. Yeah.
Yeah.
you gotta fucking do it.
Gotta fucking do
I think-
And if you
think-
don't, what are we gonna do? What happens if we don't do it?
Pepper time.
Pepper time. We do have that rotten pepper.
No,
in the fridge.
I'm gonna be honest. No one should eat that fucking pepper.
We
bro.
can get it.
You
We'll
better
get a
do
new
the- you
pepper.
better-
All
do the
right,
challenge
then
then.
fuck it. Yeah, I'm down. I'll do it. I'm doing it.
Now we'll get a different pepper guy.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say like if that's the pepper in, you pulled that out the other week, and I was like,
no, yeah,
that's
that thing,
rough.
That thing's.
I'll fucking make sure I'm doing shit.
Yeah, I mean, it might be good motivation to make sure. Like,
Don't you have a free fucking thing to anywhere you want to go with your work?
Yeah, I have to go at least 4 times a month to get it for free. Yeah.
I'm pretty confident.
you could bike ride 4 times this week.
All
and
right,
then you'd
well,
get it.
all right, well, no. Let's put this down. How are we gonna fucking know that anybody did it? If you do it, you have to send video to one.
Don't
another.
be a liar.
No, fuck that. You have to send a video to the
All right.
both people in the crew
Fair enough.
Yeah.
that you're doing it at least for 15 minutes in a day.
Okay.
All right, so it's bike ride for a week, 15 minutes every day,
Every other.
Every other day.
every other day. All right, so at least
3 times a week. At
three
least
times.
3 times.
And if you don't, you're eating peppers.
A hot one.
Or we
Hot
could do.
pepper.
Okay, here instead of a pepper, we could get a jar of gitanera, and you have to take a spoon. You have to do
What's
like
genera?
it's like that hot pepper
Like
oily
mix?
relish that Italian people.
All right, well, we
put
have
on,
to
like-
make sure it's
okay.
hot because remember we
It's
got
real
that
hot.
All right, bet.
Right?
Let's do it.
You've had it.
No, I haven't had it.
You haven't had it.
Oh.
Or some ball.
Ooh, some balls.
Some
We,
balls.
we
nice
could do a
and
boat. We could do a spoonful of
Half or
sambal.
half, or-
Yeah, half and half. You get a.
All right, bet.
You
Put
get
it down. Put it down.
Right.
Put it down. Put it down.
Oh shit.
So what about what's our regular? So it has to like if I'm doing stair climbers that don't count. I have to be riding a bicycle or something.
Yeah, you either got to be on a bike, like a stationary bike, or you got to be outside moving
Okay.
in
Hey,
some way.
3 times during the week.
3 times during the week for at
All
least
right,
15
bitches.
minutes. You got to
You
send.
better come in with your fucking Y this week.
I'm walking, brother.
Yep, yep.
Are you walking the cats?
Walking to the bowl. baby.
Hey, lit. That works.
I'm walking between the bowl, the crown, and slice back and forth.
If you do
baby.
that, dude, you're not eating peppers.
Hey, but if you forget to send the videos,
Oh.
Yeah.
you're eating sambal and gitanera,
Okay.
man.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Bet.
Hell yeah. I
Starts
dig
tomorrow,
it.
right?
Yep, starts tomorrow.
All right,
Immediately.
I'll send you
Right
cock
now.
bag.
And you know, you have till next Wednesday morning, afternoon to send
Yep.
send the video.
yeah.
Goes all week. All right.
Bet.
Fucking-
Bet.
Lit.
Lit.
As the kids would say, lit.
Lit, bet.
All right. Hot. Litty. Fuego. Fuego. As they say in Spanish, lit. El lito. I think that's bullshit, but el lito.
All right.
All right.
Nice. I like it. So, god damn. Sunball and Jardinier. Jeez, that would
spicy.
That's because I'm
Es
already...
el spicio.
All right. So,
All
we
right,
got... now we're on to the monthly challenge here. Oh, no, you want to do the joke of the week. My bad.
Oh, yeah, we could do the joke of the week.
You said you want to do the joke after this, right?
Let's do that.
Yeah, my bad.
Fuck it.
Jump in the gun.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's episode 51. Joke of the week. Come on. So a lady walks into a fancy jewelry store, huh, boys?
Yeah.
Fancy jewelry store. She browses around, spots a beautiful diamond bracelet, and walks over to inspect it. As she bends over to look closely, she inadvertently breaks wind.
Right. Farted.
You know what
She
I'm
dooted.
saying?
She,
Breaks
like,
a little wind.
She farted.
Very embarrassed, she looks around nervously to see if anybody noticed her little accident and prayers that a salesperson doesn't pop up right now.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my goodness. As she turns around, her worst nightmare materializes in the form of a salesman standing right behind her.
Oh, dear me.
Cool as a cucumber and displaying complete professionalism, the salesman greets the lady with, "Good day, madam. How may we help you today?" Very uncomfortably, but hoping that the salesman may have not been there at the time of her little accident, she asks, "Sir, what is the price of this lovely bracelet?" He answers, "Oh, madam, if you farted just looking at it, you're going to shit yourself when I tell you the price." Ladies and gentlemen, that's episode 51. Joke of the motherfucking week. All right.
That's a good joke. I like that.
That was a good joke.
I like
That
that.
was a
Long,
good joke.
it was good setup. Sometimes the setups are a little...
I know, a little too much.
Whew.
A little too
That was a
heavy.
good one, though.
Yeah, man.
If you like that,
Yeah.
kind of shit yourself.
You guys want to do, I feel like spelling.
Well, do you want to do monthly challenge? We got to talk about book. We got to come up, figure out these questions, get these questions nailed down, so we can send them to Doug. Because we got some updates
Yeah,
brewing. I'm just gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
You do whatever you want, man. I don't care. It's your life, man.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, remember, there's beers in the bathroom, so I'll leave
Bears
that, Coach.
for everybody.
Don't worry, Coach.
Hey, your life. I'm just living in it.
Hey, it's your rodeo. I'm just riding the bull. You know what I'm saying, Coach?
Speaking of your bowl, I saw Jackass this past weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. It was good. It was all right. Not the best.
It doesn't live up to the other ones?
It does in some. I mean, Johnny Knoxville was still going wild.
Classic.
Yeah, man. I don't want to spoil, but he was going wild. It seemed like they hired a bunch of young folk and kind of had them do the bullshit for them.
Oh, yeah.
But it was good.
They're getting old, man.
They are getting
old. The OG
old.
crew's getting old, man.
Yeah,
they can't
man.
take a beating anymore.
I think Johnny's like 52.
He's gotta
man.
be.
Something wild.
He's gotta be
Dude,
up
he did the most out of any original cast. dude.
Yeah, I believe that.
He got his ass whooped.
He is like the icon of
Yeah.
Jackass.
Yeah.
He is like head honcho.
Yeah, and he took care of business.
If Johnny Knoxville isn't getting his ass kicked, I ain't watching it.
Johnny Knoxville got fucking rammed by a bull harder than he did fucking 10 years ago. By
Oh,
a bull.
Jesus.
It was fucking wild. Yeah, it was wild. It was wild. All right, so our monthly challenge, we're reading a book by Doug Heim called My Reality TV Show. Hell of a book.
Hell of a book.
Mr. Doug Heim is going to be joining us.
Woohoo! A week from today.
Week from today. Next week, Wednesday.
Yeah, that would be a week from
Hell
today.
yeah,
yes, sir.
man. Hell yeah.
And it's pretty cool. Like he told me we were texting back and forth, just trying to figure out schedules and all that shit. And he checked out a show, and he
seemed like he liked it.
He seemed like he liked it. He texted me back like how he wrote the book, kind of. It was like, well, who'd to think there would be there's a show that would make me sit down and watch three guys talk like they're long lost buddies and meeting in a bar somewhere. Yeah. He's like, well, you guys did. He was like, I mean, it was a cool,
kind of a compliment to me.
It was like that's kind of what we're going for, dude. And then it made me. I was like, oh, what if we like the ultimate stew is just like a bar?
Oh,
and it's just like a bar. It's just like someone's like. Either like there's people on each side of a bar, and there's like bar stools. There's people. We're just hanging out, drinking, pouring beers for each other.
Bartender's kind of like the host of the show. Like, hey, let's see what I got at the bar here tonight.
Exactly. Yeah, something goofy like that. But yeah, so it was because when I told him, he asked like where he could watch the shows, and I was like, I mean, YouTube, Spotify. I was kind of nervous because like, but in like in a good way. I wanted him to actually see the show before he came on.
And it seemed like he was pretty
he dug
enthused by it. Yeah.
And he said it to him, it was like, I don't know, I mean, he reminded him of like a pirate TV station, he said. And he actually told me that he actually had a pirate TV station,
which is also cool
that he didn't mention in the book.
We get to talk to him a little bit about that.
Yeah, and he said his dad pulled the plug on that like early, and like that was like kiboshed fast. But
so I think we're kind of coming up. A big thing for us is like we want to come up with questions for Doug. We want to make sure he comes. It's kind of the first big guest we have. Guest who's not our friend, a guest who's kind of foreign to us. But we want to make sure he comes here, he's comfortable, and
we're prepared.
And we're prepared. We got good questions, man.
And he did ask before he watched the show.
Yeah,
he was like, "Hey, can you send me just like a list of questions so I can just kind of make sure I'm getting good answers for you guys." Yeah. And then he watched the show, and I was like, "Hey." So then he texted me back, and I was like, "Hey, for the questions, if we get them to you about a week ahead of time, is that enough time for you?" He's like, "Oh yeah, but don't worry, like I don't really need to prep. I just want to make sure I give you guys like good, honest answers."
Yeah.
So when he first asked me, like,
see, this is what I was thinking about. Bad look, out scooch.
Yeah. You just gotta move it down.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all
right. We're
good. So yeah, So he doesn't necessarily need questions to like prep out answers so that like we just ask him like word for word and then he gives prepped answers.
Yeah.
But he wants to be able to actually like have thoughtful, truthful, honest answers, which is really cool. So I think we should give him like some actual like maybe like at least like 5 like thought out start to finish questions, and then just say like these are also topics we would like to talk about or like ask you about just in general, like, and then say like the arcade truck. Like there's no really question. It's just like we want to just talk to you about it.
And I think like you're saying, I think we tell him like, hey, Doug, great to have you. We have a shitload of questions just from your book. You know what I mean? Right. But we also want to spitball questions to you. Like we don't. We kind of want to just, see how your mind works, like, we got questions on like, how does, how do a person like you through how you came up, like, how did your mind start like creating things like the things you did from the, your video camera you did from your projection screen, your projection machine, whatever, and your pirated radio station. Like, how the fuck did your mind start working like that? Or then
or even like what was the first thing you did, and it might be drawing, but that like made you realize like, oh, I kind of like you like think a little differently, or what was the first thing that you were like, you started creating, or because I like what you're saying, but what am I trying to say here? Because I feel like to ask someone how their brain works is like I don't know. It just does shit.
So
I get what you're saying, and what I mean by like, so what's the first thing that you like notice? You're like, oh, I can do things differently than other people.
Yeah,
can.
is exactly like you said. Like, what sparked your brain? What was
sparked it?
I know your older brothers and your sister. Like, you kind of you were enthused by what your brothers were doing, and they were always an influence to you. But for you seem like to have a kick. A different kick than kind of everybody else around you. Like, what was the first thing to really be like, all right, well, I can figure these machines out. I can take a projection screen, look at it, and recreate it, and make my own. Like,
right?
How'd you become like how did your mind first start to create things like that? And then, I mean, he's such an entrepreneur.
Literally
crazy entrepreneur.
Yeah, and I want to know, like, even obviously he's got his own business now, doing the dance floors and whatever. But I want to know if he has any, like, does he still get these ideas, like, does he still, like, get these ideas that he wants to pursue?
Is your mind still fast acting? Like, are you still constantly thinking about things you want to do, or or
are you like just more? The new ideas you have is towards your light floor business.
And a big thing I think I want to ask is something you brought up a couple times, where it's like, have you ever thought about, like, where you could, what your ideas, your creations could possibly be if you came up with them in kind of the age that we're in right now, like in our time, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like drones, like fucking drones, and like I mean. Even the dance floors, dude. Like, the dance floors, now seeing them, like, in person, it's like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah,
like,
it's a great idea.
Or, like, DJing. Like, we'll play whatever the fuck you want. We have an opportunity to play whatever the fuck you want, dude. Like, he started a big thing, dude, like, and he started a lot of things. What was it like living on a boat? That seems like a dream to me.
Yeah.
You love boating, like, what was it like? Was that a time of freedom for you? Because, like, for me, living in the woods seemed like the most simple. Like, that was the closest I've ever been to simplicity. You know? And you lived on a boat when you were 40 years old. That's when you lived on this beautiful yacht that you bought for $6,000.
And I don't really think he knew how to really boat.
No, and he fell in love with it.
Yeah, he kind of learned.
But he had
so
to
that's
give up.
Something we could ask him. Like, dude. Did you? Because if I felt like reading the book when he first got the boat, he got it because he was like, well, I can't get like an apartment because my credit's so bad.
Yeah,
I don't have enough money to get a house, and I can't. No one's gonna lend me money. So what can I like? I can't. Yeah, I can't rent in cash.
Yeah,
I think that was a thing.
But he kept renting from his buddy.
Yeah, and then he's like, well, I can just buy a boat and just live on this boat. It's got a shower. It's got, like,
and then he met Barbara. That was when he met his third wife.
Okay.
And Barbara wasn't a big boater. Wasn't kind of big on those same dreams, so they kind of fell.
Yeah.
They kind of fell out. But I mean, I don't. This dude, I mean, the things that he did, I mean, they were pretty freelance. They kind of, like, he thought kind of the same way, like, I feel like I think at sometimes, where it's like, like...
He's like, he's kind of guy that just kind of, like, goes with the flow, but at the same time, he's always got a plan.
He's a fucking go-getter, dude. He is a go-getter that, even if it's like when the drone first came out. So he just met Shar, his new... this wife that he knew he was going to be with, somehow.
Yeah.
And as soon as, like, him and Shar started rolling, the Angel copter came into play.
Yep.
This is kind of when he first started getting into the drone, but then shit kind of started going downhill, and it took a while.
Yeah.
It took a while for him to build it up. And, I mean, after that, I mean, I still have to read a little bit to see where it got, but, like, this dude believed in himself like a motherfucker,
right?
Dude. Like, it was all the time, dude. Through his own dance machine, his own pirate radio station, opening Heim's Productions. I mean, like, this dude fucking believed in himself. He had a lot of trust in himself, and a lot of trust in people he should not have had trusted.
I don't, and it's like he was so smart because it's like he trusted himself because he's like, I know my shit. Like, I'm on top of my shit. I can do everything. And I don't know if he just trusted people that he thought like, well, they're in this position, so they must be, you know, good, like smart, hardworking people like myself.
Yeah.
Which he clearly was, and he, you know, maybe he thought like everyone like that is like they just want to work hard and be a good person, and or was it just like he didn't really know, and he just this being so new to owning your own business and being wary of who to trust. It'd be interesting to ask.
So what I was thinking is like, I think a good way to start off with Doug would just like get stories through the book, you know, like his different stages.
Right.
You know, we could mention his relationship with his mom very lightly, just like, you know, and then we could just each stage he had, you know what I mean, with the pirated radio station through, you know, dumping through dumpsters, and then through TJ and the Ant, and just kind of like short kind of, you know, icebreaker questions with him, and then kind of like feel his route. And then like I feel like this is a good guy to fucking get deep with a little bit. Like that's what I've been super curious about, thinking about, is like, you know, start this guy out, talk about his story, talk about everything he did, all the crazy ideas he had. And then but like he has to understand half his book is depressing, dude. Half his book is about real shit that happened to him in his real life. Mm-hmm. And I want to try and get touchy with him and see where, like, kind of where he stands with answering questions. Like, all right, like, you know, maybe just give him one, you know, kind of ice break him. We'll, you know, talk throughout the week before next week, and like, talk about a little bit of icebreakers and shit like that. Stories, his son shooting their neighbor in the eye with a BB gun, and or, you know, him just you know, having this pirated radio station in his house with a fucking 15-foot tower on his roof, you know, fun shit like that. But then, you know, kind of like bite at him a little bit, you know, see how he feels, because I feel like this is a guy I feel like we could kind of I think he'll talk to us a little bit.
I think
he'd be a good lead up, like, be like,
I think he's a dude we could maybe get on another time. I don't know how long he's going to be able to stay.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we could start by just, I would want to say, like, hey, just, you know, you wrote this great book. Can you give us, like, a quick summary of your life and maybe how you got here?
I mean, the whole book is the whole summary.
Well, I know, but that's like, but what I mean is like, yeah, I really liked radio, but,
I mean, everybody else listening and watching probably hasn't read the book. You know, most people.
I mean, that's not even the point of it, though.
No,
I mean,
but
that's not the point of it. But like, just be like, you know, just give a little rundown, like, because he's not going to go into detail about how he did in the book. That would take a long time. You know, just like.
I mean, he seems like a fucking guy who would.
No,
well,
I mean,
yeah, but like, you know.
No, I think so.
You seem unsure about this, Max. What are you thinking?
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to figure out how to like, just put the thoughts into the like words that will like gel. You know, like, because like, you ever have it where you have like these thoughts and they make sense in your brain, and then you start to say them, and you're like, but that's not. Yeah, I know I said that, but like I meant, and so I'm trying. I'm just trying to think.
That's why I don't like planning. Like, okay, obviously, like I want to plan questions. I want to plan our structure of how we're gonna do this.
Well, we got to send him some questions.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we could, but I think we ask. You know, I think how we send him questions is, you know, like, you know, we're really curious about. The upcoming, how this started, how your brain started, and like, you know, what maybe how it shifted through your ages, you know, like your creation ideas. How did you become more creative the older you got? How did you become more of an entrepreneur?
Right.
And then, you know, like, but also like if we're gonna do a fucking interview with this guy, let's do a fucking interview with this guy. You know, like let's test his bound. Like obviously, we'll ask him the icebreakers, we'll ask him the shit, and we'll ask him real questions about his book. Yeah. And then once we get a feel for him, like,
no, yeah,
let's get the real part of this book out.
Well, yeah, I don't think you can script that, right?
Yeah.
So I
think I'm saying it wrong. I'm sorry.
No, I know. I get what you mean, but I think we should have like a good idea of how we want it to like just flow a little bit, and then if like we'll just at least just to start, so we're not looking at it and be like, so you wrote a book, and so I think if we like have like, all right, we got Doug Heim here. He wrote a book, My Reality TV Show. It's all about his life growing up in Green Bay, how he started at, dumpster diving, and then he went to radio station. And so we can be like, Doug, like,
start us from the top, man.
Like what? Is there anything? It's the same kind of thing. Like I don't want,
or like something like like do that. I think that was we could introduce him that like how you did.
Yeah, we'll give him an introduction,
and then just be like, and just ask, and just start with. You don't even have to bombard him with questions. Right? How you doing, Doug? Good to see you. Or how you doing, Doug?
Right.
Good to see you. Happy you're here, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, obviously.
How the fuck you doing, doggy? How you doing? Good to see you. Great. Glad you're here, man. Like, and just ask him, what have you been up to, and then just like, hey, man, let's start from the fucking beginning, man. We've read your book. And for me, so this is how this. If I were talking to him, I'd be like, listen, man, I haven't read a book since 6th grade. Your book's the first book I've written or read in probably 10 years, man. It's interesting. It's intricate. It's personal. It's emotional. You put everything into it. Let's start from the start, man. What start? How'd you decide to write this book? Why'd you want to write this book?
Right.
And then after, all right, well, let's get into it. Like, you start young, but you and your parents, you doing what you do, like, and then just, kind of go from there. Fucking cherry pick from his book. Go. And then, eventually, we'll feel him out. We'll feel him out.
I think it kind of just goes with the flow, You start out like that, and, gives us a little something, talking about how he started, then you just kind of pick questions out of the answers that he gives, you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, you like tell us a little bit more about this, exactly. Or like, how did this end up happening? Blah blah blah. Yeah. So, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a great time.
I think for us, we have to realize he's coming on to what we do. Okay. This is we sit, we conversate, if it's serious, we do mental health talks. We keep it at the level we keep it at. We get deep. We get. We do our shit. So if he's coming onto our show, like, all right, like, let's keep it our show, and just make him, make him. I don't know, kind of make him.
Make him
like,
at home.
That's what
Welcome
we're doing.
to the stew, baby.
That's what we're doing. Have a beer, but let's fucking talk.
And I want to make sure we. I agree, 100%. I guess one thing, I just want to make sure we ask him about, like, and this is just side. This isn't even about that. I'd like one of the things, his radio station. I think that's basically what we're doing right now, essentially. Yeah. And he was doing that before anyone even thought to like do it.
Right.
So like, kind of like, where did you get why did you think you could just broadcast 24/7?
Yeah,
like,
dude,
why? Why did you
exactly
think
how
that?
you just asked me? That's beautiful. That's fucking like, how the fuck? Like, why did you think you could? And how did
you just thought because you can do it, so you should, or like, Were
you a social guy, and were you like a big personality, or was like this was your way of showing your personality? Like, was it, because you always talked about, I'm kind of a nerdy guy, not a big guy,
right?
Not the most popular guy in high school, but I did this, and everybody kind of jived with it. He played music everybody loved, kind of did everything everybody loved. Yeah, people fucked with his radio station.
Yeah, they liked it.
Yeah, so to me, it was like maybe it was a quiet guy, a guy who was probably a little weirder than most. The way,
sure.
To other people, but like, it seemed like this kind of way you jive with motherfuckers. Like,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, I don't know. I'm curious. Fuck it. I just want to meet the
I'm excited
motherfucking
about
guy,
it.
dude.
I'm excited about this interview. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a good time.
Me too. It's gonna be like our first, not just like, I mean, having Decker and Connor on is really cool,
Yeah.
but like this guy wrote a book. He's
already
he's a
done like what we're pretty
businessman.
much
Yeah.
doing. I think that's like one of the coolest things too.
Yeah.
Is like to get him on here is like this is like the modern day like pirate radio show. You know, like you know what I mean. Like
dude,
this
and think
is
about the other, like he was 24/7.
literally.
Yeah, man.
I mean, sure,
we should just
we
record our episodes and keep playing on loop, baby.
Yeah, like what? Like
I think a thing we should have him on before we go live, and just get to know the guy. You know, like
yeah.
you know, like just have a couple beers before, maybe like a beer before the show, and be like, hey man, we're pretty open on this show. Like we just want to know how open you are. Like we don't really give a fuck what we share.
Yeah.
Like we just want to make sure we don't cross your lines. Like, what are you comfortable with, man? You know,
Yeah.
I feel like
for
we
sure.
I feel like if we ask Doug that, he's gonna be like, I mean, just start the show, dude. Whatever happens, you know. Like I feel like that's and I feel like and then just start small. Start from the beginning. Start from the beginning of the book.
yeah.
Add them up, and then let it rip. You know.
And I think where I'm like the mental why I can't like articulate all the things.
Yeah.
It's because there's so much that he's like done and wrote about that it's like trying to think about how to ask him like, okay, talk about all of it, but don't talk about all
Right.
you know, like
But a
cover
big-
it all, but
yeah.
not super deeply. And,
But also, a
but
big
also
question, yeah.
be deep with it and let us know like.
But a big question we could also ask him, like, why'd you write this book? Why'd you do it? Like,
Yeah.
why did you think that you needed to put yourself out there completely
Right.
for other people to hear? Like, was it a catch for you? Was it, vulnerability? Like, why'd you write? Why would you put your diary out there for everybody to read?
Yeah.
You know, like,
And I want to know about his writing process. Like,
yeah, man, yeah.
That has to be.
Have you been writing like? Because like Grandpa, for instance, like he's written a lot of books, and
Right.
but that's things I feel like he's written through the through his process. Like you know,
Sure.
He was talking to us today about like he started writing a book, 10 years after a certain circumstance with him. Like he's been writing,
Right.
and a phenomenal writer, but like when did you start, Doug?
Yeah.
Like
Do you have other things you've written
Yeah.
that you haven't published or stuff like that? Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe after that he's gonna be on with us weekly or something.
It'd be really cool if like he was like, man, you guys'
TJ
lighting
in
in here
TJ in the
sucks.
hood.
Yeah, right.
Can I like help you guys like Jesus, what did you guys do?
Welcome
You
to
guys
our
want
studio. He's
you
like,
guys want some
He's like-
fucking
he's
drones
like,
or
this
something?
is your stew?
I
No.
can make a better camera than that GoPro.
Can I take that home?
Give
I'll
me
bring
a
it back.
screwdriver and a spring. I'll have a camera
Literally.
for
Oh yeah, dude.
Literally.
you. Yeah, so
It's gonna be a big show next week. It's
Yeah,
gonna be a
it's
good
gonna be
time. Mr.
Episode,
Doug Heim himself.
Episode
Yeah,
52.
dude, I'm stoked.
Mr. Doug Heim himself, author of My Reality TV Show, coming on. Gonna do some interviews, hang out with him, hopefully drink some beers. depending
Author
on
of
his
the
preferences,
only
but-
book I've ever read in
Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. I don't remember the last time I read a book, to be honest. But
Yeah, just
hell of a book,
Hell of a book, dude.
hell of a guy. Sounds like happy.
You know what?
Can't wait to meet him.
I
next-
also never
next week.
noticed on the cover of this book it says "very limited edition."
I did not know.
I've never seen a very limited edition.
Oh, sure shit. Yeah, I have not noticed that.
That's really funny.
Yeah,
man.
so it's gonna be a great time. So we do got to finish this book yet. Have
Yep.
you guys? I think I have 1.5 chapters
I have a
left.
chapter left. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
much there, and
Yeah, we'll meet. We'll have to meet. Maybe meet Monday and Tuesday next. I'm sorry.
The drone.
Wait. What are you pointing at?
he was at nothing. You were asking. You're like, yeah, where is this like Angel Drone Copter Company at? And I was trying to show you a picture of where they're at, and you were just looking at it.
Oh my god.
looks like a military drone, dude.
Literally.
I didn't know that was his. I already have seen that.
Oh, okay.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, so I'm excited to finish these last few chapters. But
Me too. How about you? You guys spill beer? No. Okay, we're good.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's gonna be the drinking game this
My
week.
fruity Tootsie Rolls.
Every time Kärel knocks over Seamo's mic,
Christ.
take a drink.
Wrote about 7 beers.
All right, so that's the weekly challenge.
Yeah, man.
We've been reading the book My Reality TV Show by Doug Heim.
Big episode next week.
And I also think when we started this, the whole goal was to be able to get Doug on the show and interview him.
Yeah.
Right.
And we wanted to be able to like be constantly having interview thoughts, questions going as we're reading it. And I think we've done a pretty good job.
job,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't think we haven't.
I mean, I think we've been curious. Like we've all talked like throughout the book, reading it, just like, how the fuck did this guy do this? Or how did he get through this? Or like, I mean, it's constant conversation about every episode's pretty. Every chapter, reading it, it's like, how the fuck did he even do this? Or,
I'll say this. This is my endorsement of the book, and I never want to read anything, but once I start reading this book, I really kind of don't. I just want to keep going.
Yeah.
There's really never a
100%.
point where I'm like, okay, like I need to put. It's always just like, oh, I could probably squeeze one more chapter, but then it's like, God, it's late, or I got to do this, I got to run here.
dude, I'm right there with you.
So
man,
it's never a book that I've picked up and then
Wanted to put down.
Exactly. Thank you, Seamo. Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's always for any book, it's the actually picking it up and then getting into it. So, but once I get into it, I'm hooked, and it's been a great read.
It has been, man. It really has been, dude.
Very excited to get him on the show.
Guy, dude.
We got some good questions here. We did some brainstorming yesterday and came up with some questions as well.
Yeah, through this week we'll think about some more. We'll get together a little more beforehand.
Little game plan.
Definitely get together beforehand.
Come prepared.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Be ready to meet the man.
Hell yeah.
The myth and the legend.
Mr. fucking Doug Heim.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
What that's our monthly challenge talk, monthly challenge update.
Hell yeah.
Like we said, we've been reading the book. He's gonna come on the show. We've been thinking about interview questions, and
you guys wanna do mental health at all, or you guys wanna just end it with the fucking
let's get some spelling going, huh, guys?
Let's get some spelling.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 51.
Kärel versus Dictionary.
Hell yeah.
Y'all really can't spell shit. Really can't spell the shit. Spell some words, bitches.
Yeah, episode 51.
It's time for Kärel to get ready to learn. Ladies and gents, listen close. Well, he's spelling some words. Just one attempt for the kid to put the letters in turn. Got fingers crossed that the boss ain't about to get burned. I like Kärel versus Dictionary. Hey. And I can't spell for shit. I can't spell for shit, no. I really can't. Hey, I like. Is he sober? Well, fucking barely. Sit back, relax, cause it's Kärel versus the Dictionary. Kärel versus
Hell
the
yeah.
Dictionary. Episode 51. Kärel versus the Dictionary.
That sounded nice.
Yeah, it did, man. Not bad. All right, cocksuckers, it's your time to shine.
All right, Seamo's got the word for you.
Ladies
Kärel
and
versus the
gents,
Dictionary.
episode 51. We are on the T words.
T.
We're on the back end of the alphabet.
Yeah, man.
Let's see if Kärel can get one right before we reach the letter Z.
Yeah, so what are we going to do? Because we said as soon as you spell one right, it moves to the next person.
Yeah. If I don't,
So if you make it all the way to Z, do you start back at A?
Yeah.
Okay. Until you spell one right.
I spell one right, man.
All right. Are you ready for your T word, Kärel?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Totally. Yeah.
Totally, dude.
Good thing to say.
Totally, dude.
Titties, dude. Let's do it.
right, Carl. Your T word of the week is transcendent.
Ooh.
TRANCENDANT.
Super close.
Fuck!
Super close. Super close.
What? You miss it by like one letter?
2 letters.
2 letters.
Oh, wait. All right, say it again.
Transcendent.
Transcendent.
All right, so like the start of my words must have been TRANS. TRANS.
Transcendent. Send it.
And wait, why you gotta fucking? Can you say it again?
Transcendent.
TRANS CENDENT.
Yeah!
Carl versus dictionary. Yeah.
Carl versus the dictionary.
Hey. Oh wait. You got us now. What is the definition of transcendent?
Nah.
I mean, okay. All right. So this is where I'm gonna get this word totally wrong because I don't really.
Well, hey, quit. Do you want to try to use it in a sentence first? Maybe that'll take its place.
Really?
Okay.
I mean,
never mind.
Transcendent.
Send it.
Transcendent. Does it mean like being able to see two like opposite opinions? No. Okay, cool.
No.
I could spell it close.
The dictionary the definition.
Wait. What does it mean?
The definition.
I have no idea.
The definition that this gives is existing outside or not in accordance with nature.
Yeah, I would never get
Like
It's I mean, obviously the definition's right, but I feel like it could have been worded a little better.
like okay, in football, when there is a really really in the draft, there's a player who's like a really sought after player. They say he's like a transcendent player. Like he's just better than everybody. He's outside
Out of this
like,
world.
Like
Okay.
even
That
if
makes
he
sense.
was like out of this draft, like this guy, he could be put into any draft and would be the best player. It doesn't matter what era you put it. He's just
It's like out of this
different.
world, like godly, almost like
yeah,
high.
You
spiritual
transcend-
power, like you know what I mean.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He's just trans and he sends it, dude.
He sends it, man.
Like Michael
sends
Sam,
it,
dude.
dude.
Makes sense, dude. Yeah, like a fucking penny machine.
Hey, good job on the word this week, though.
Not bad.
I guess.
Not bad.
Hey, you got it without any
I
help.
think
I mean,
someone might be spelling a word soon other than Carl.
dictionary.
Hey,
Hey, I didn't do too bad.
Not too bad at all.
You guys wanna do mental health after this?
yes.
Time for Carl to get
Hey,
ready
real
to
quick.
learn.
I gotta go. I gotta get home and go to sleep. I don't wanna get a ride to work tomorrow.
Man.
I'm down forever.
Carl versus
Dictionary.
Carl versus Carl.
And I can't spell for shit.
I can't spell for shit.
No. I really can't. Hey, I like. Is he sober?
Well, fucking barely.
Sit back, relax, cause it's
Carl versus the dictionary.
Carl versus the dictionary.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's episode 51 of Carl versus Dictionary. I'm just better than y'all. I'm like number 1 pick in the draft. I'm trans.
Send it.
Trans.
Send it.
Alright.
I'm trans.
No, not trans. Give us a fucking mental health quote. Let's end it on this.
All right.
Let's hear it.
Right?
Yeah, man.
It's a
Ah.
Oh.
Oh. What do you got?
it's
Oh.
You guys are gonna make me need my own mental health quote after this. All right, so. All right. Here's the quote: "Mental health is not a destination, but a process. It's about how you drive, not where you're going."
Juan, please.
Mental health is not a destination, but a process. It's about how you drive, not where you're going.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's
No,
fucking day
seriously, whoa.
day by day, man. Day by day, dude. Everybody. I mean, you think, for me, it's like I try and solve everything. Being anxious, having anxiety. I think for me, I have heavy anxiety. Definitely have like depression. But I ride more. I ride more on anxiety side, and so I'm always worried about what my next step is. You know what I mean? Always worried about the step before I should be thinking about, and being able to slow down and kind of just realize what the first process of my step is. Setting goals or getting a job or. Just kind of making amends with something, that, when you think about something, you're sitting in a day, you're working, you're sitting back, smoking weed, you're doing whatever you're doing, and you have a thought, that anxious thought about what you should be doing in your life. You know what I mean? There's always that first thing, but it's hard to just think like, that's what I got to do to start. It's always like, okay, well, that's what I have to do to start, but, like, after that, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to talk to this person, that person. That's the only way, and that's when the anxiety kicks in, and it's like that first step, that first thing, that's... Can you read that one more time?
Yeah, I think...
One more time so I can seem kosher with what I'm saying.
Mental health is not a destination, but a process.
Yes, okay.
It's about how you drive, not where you're going.
Okay, thank you. I knew I was saying something for some reason. So that's a part of anxiety. Anxiety is that biggest thing where it's like you have your destination, but there's 8 million ways to get there. In my head at least, if I have something that I need to get done, it's not as easy as just, all right, well, just do this and then you'll be there, man. It's do this and you'll be there, but on top of it, it's like, all right, well, you have to do this first. You have to take care of this first. The shit you fucked up on in the past, you have to do that first. Or this and that and this and that. And then it's like, how am I supposed to get to this destination? How the fuck am I ever supposed to get there if my mind will never allow me to get past my first step?
Yeah.
So a big thing for me is stepping back and seeing that destination. All right, this is my destination. My biggest learning curve with my anxiety is, all right, well, what's step one? Can we focus on step... All right, so here's a question for y'all.
Yeah, but the quote, though, is you're not supposed to worry about a destination. You're not even supposed to be like, oh, I'm trying to get there. You're supposed to be like, all right, I got to just drive this car the best way I can drive and not worry about going to that's just what the quote's saying is you shouldn't even be like, okay, I have a place to go. The quote's saying you got to make sure you can't, if you have a place to go but you don't know how to drive a car, you're not getting there.
Yeah.
So it's like
yeah. The way I saw this quote is like you don't just like grow, with mental health, you don't like just grow and like all of a sudden become adult and like you don't have any mental health problems anymore. Mm-hmm. It's not about like reaching a certain age or certain point in your life where all of a sudden you're just fine. It's the process of learning to be okay with yourself, learning to learn how to deal with conflicts and other hardships in your life. It's about learning how to deal with those things and not just you're not gonna just wake up one day, I'm 25 now, I'm not gonna have any more problems, or
you can like say like you for us, I think we worry about our jobs a lot. So it's not like, say we land the perfect job, we're not all of a sudden gonna be, our mental health is gonna be perfect
and nothing.
Our anxieties are never, it's not like we land a perfect job and then our anxiety goes away.
Right. It's not about where you are, it's about how you handle things.
So if you never learn how to handle anxiety, which is, I think, something a lot of we all
that's kind of what you're talking
trying
about
to figure out, it's like, then the destination doesn't matter, because even if you make it to that destination, you still have the anxiety that you've just brought along with you, but you never figure out figured out how to solve.
It's all about like learning, how you personally deal with things, how you cope, how you handle things, and that process of just like learning yourself.
That's why the quote hit me, and I was like, whoa, because it was always like, like keep your eyes on the prize, one foot in front of the other. You just got to make it. Like you just get there. And then like Mac Miller has one of his songs, like the beginning is like, I saw a mountain across the horizon. I got there and it was just a pile of rocks.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, you get there and then you realize like, well, cool, I made it here, but I still don't like myself. It's not, whatever. Right. And it's like, this is not what I thought it would be.
Right.
And that quote never really jived with like, that song never really jived with like thinking about it that way.
Right.
Which I like make it like clicks in my head a little bit.
Maybe this has something to do with it. So a big thing I've always resented in my life, hated. I don't know why it bugged me so much. People having a destination. Retirement was always a destination that people talked about. I hated that. Always. I still do. Is people telling me like, hey, I'm working so I can retire when I'm 50 years old. How dope would that be? I'm working so I can retire when I'm 60. How dope would that be? Yeah. That's my destination. And it's like, motherfucker, what are you talking about, dude? You're going to wait 50 years, half of your life, half the life that you live, to be free? Because that's freedom. Retirement's freedom, right? No, your kids are probably above 18. You don't have to pay child support if you have to. You don't have to take care of these kids anymore. You're
as long as they went through the process.
Yeah, you're 50, you get pension, you get your retirement fund, you're free at 50. Why the fuck are you waiting that long?
Well,
why the fuck do people wait that long?
It's like 65. It's not.
Yeah.
And you have to have money to save.
65 is the biggest. That's the age. But like, why? Why?
Because okay. Another thing, like you have to save money to be able to retire.
Yeah, of course
so
you do.
A lot
You
of
have,
people,
you have to have money to live, apparently. That's how you live.
Right. So all I'm saying is that a lot of people like work really hard so that they can like put money away and like make sure they have enough to be able to retire and not have to work.
So they can live after 65 years.
No, so they don't have to make money and they don't have to have an income, a constant income.
Yeah.
So like a lot of people are so excited to retire because it's like, yes, they've worked really hard, but also it's like I achieved a goal of saving a certain amount of money that I like set for myself. And now I don't have to have a boss. I don't have to...
But what a fucking goal. Half my friends have died before they even reached 18. You're going to fucking reach the 65? That's your big freedom goal?
I guess it's
how much fucking sense does that make, dude?
Yeah,
I fight this fucking thing. I'll fight it till the death of me. You want to wait till you're 65 to live? Half my friends haven't even fucking...
you could retire right now.
I could. I could be a bum.
Exactly.
I could be a bum.
All people are like, when they retire, it's like, I've hit a milestone in my life.
Yeah, it's stupid to me. It's fucking stupid. What a milestone. You're 65. More than half your life is over. If you hit 65, good for you. Now you can live, have fun living your half of your fucking life being elderly. You fucking had 65 fucking years to live, motherfucker.
I mean,
how do you know they didn't live?
I was gonna say,
I mean, half the time they fucking don't.
How do you know that? You don't live their lives. You have no idea.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, I'm definitely working towards retirement. I mean, but I'm not gonna just do nothing for those 65 years or whatever. I'm gonna try and live the most I can while I, save up for retirement. I'm not just gonna, go to work, go home, and sit around. I'm gonna make sure that I go out and live as much as I can. Yeah. If I could retire today and travel the world every single, be in a new place every day right now, I would. But like, that's not the reality of 99% of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
But I do think I get what you're coming from.
I just don't understand the fucking. I don't get the bit of it. I mean, I guess I get it. I get it. I do get it. If you have to sport, you have to sport. I get it. But like, I mean, people fucking. You're born to work, I guess.
No, I think
that's what it is. You're born to work.
Pretty much.
Sure. That's fucking bullshit to me. I'm not born to work. I ain't fucking working
No,
my whole
because
life, dude.
we
Wanna
shouldn't
waste your
have
life
to-
fucking sitting behind a computer your whole fucking life, or cutting wood your whole life.
Well, that's just
Cool.
like we shouldn't have. I get what like you're. I don't want to live my life just to be able to retire. Like we should. Like we have come to a point in our civilization where we shouldn't have to be able to do that.
Right.
Like we have enough food. Like for like there's plenty of food if we all like even just contribute a little bit to make sure like food keeps rolling in at least.
Right.
Yeah.
But like we don't. There's no point to like money anymore. We're all like.
What do you mean? There's no point. The money's the only point of life. It's the only point of life. Is it not?
Well, but
what are wars for? What is going to job? What is going to your fucking job every
I was
single
just
day?
trying to see, like,
You know what I mean?
I was just trying to get at what you're getting at. It's like,
yeah, no. I know.
there's no
I'm
point
not trying to fight at you. I'm
retiring
just saying, like,
because, like, apparently, if you retire and you save up money your whole life, you've wasted your life. It's like right because
I mean, I guess
we
it
shouldn't
does-
have to save up money. There should be you shouldn't have to.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, like,
Yeah. I know.
we shouldn't have to be like, okay, I have to work behind a computer just so I can save up money. It's like,
Yeah.
but that's so like yes,
Yeah.
I totally agree with what you're saying. It's like,
and I know what you're saying.
why is work like this main focus, and then you hit a point and now work is not your main focus.
And I mean,
Why can't
me
it
saying this
be-
is super selfish at a point where like people have to work to fucking support their goddamn kids,
Right.
their family, themselves. Like
Right.
I get it, I understand what it is, I understand, but I think I've grown up around a lot of people who kind of had a path, could do what I don't know. I grew up around a lot of money hungry motherfuckers.
Sure.
And not my family, friends. I learned how to be money hungry around my friends. That's not my family, and that's why I think this way. My family was never this way, and maybe it affects me in a negative manner in society. But like, I mean, I've just been so.
Well, there is some irritating to like always just hearing money.
Yeah,
money.
and I think that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
I understand money. I understand why, because you have to have money to survive, man.
Right.
I understand that, dude. I understand. I've grown up. A lot of my friends had to make money to support their family. Like,
Yeah.
I got it, and I didn't have to do that. So that's why it's selfish for me to say this. But I think where I'm coming from is like seeing people who were like, you know what, I'm gonna work I'm doing this and I'm doing that just so when I'm fucking 60, I can do whatever I want. And to me, it's just like, I mean, if you have the opportunity to do whatever you want right now, like,
Right.
why are you waiting? Why are you waiting until you only like 60 years old? Like, motherfucker, at this point in my life, I don't know a lot of motherfuckers who live past fucking 60. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, you're gonna die with all this fucking guala in your pocket, and what good is it, dude? Like, I've been broke I mean, I don't know, dude.
Well, some people also see some people also other than just like them being able to live and buy things. It's it's like a status power thing. It's and it's like just being able to say I have this amount makes someone feel good. And that's something that in just terms of humans, I don't know if that's ever gonna go away. Right?
No,
like,
especially somebody who maybe came from nothing, had
like,
nothing,
right? Like,
and then
food,
they have.
I've killed all these animals and I have all this meat. Whatever.
Or like people, I'm getting into the NFL or the MLB. And, I'm gonna buy my mom's a house. Like to me, that's like, all right, I get it. Or like anybody in business or anybody who's making money, and they're like, we grew up from scraps. And now my family, I'm going to make sure my family thrives. They're going to have millions. Like, I guess I've never been to that status where I can't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it in that aspect. But I guess when, I have a lot, I've seen a lot of people around me, like, people who've been comfortable, people who've been able to survive in what they have. And they're like, I'm going to work fucking 6 days a week, every single day, 10 hours a day. So when I'm fucking 50, 65 years old, then I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Right.
And to me, it's just like,
Right.
why you wait until you're 65, dude? I don't get it, dude. Like, you're going to wait till you're 65, so hopefully you can have, 10 more years, dude. Like, cool, dude. Do what you want. I get it, but, I'm going to bounce jobs and be broke and do whatever the fuck I want till I die, bro. I don't give a fuck.
That's one way to do it. I mean,
but talking about it out loud now, I mean, it sounds super selfish. I guess.
No, but
sounds very selfish. I guess it's where you come up from. I guess
it's if so many people are worried about hitting that retirement spot, it's like there's got to be a reason for.
I mean, if you guys think about it, if everybody thinks about it, you think about it. This world is surrounded. It's dedicated off money. Right. It's the only thing we're dedicated off of. What else are we dedicated off of?
I think that
you want your family to survive. Yeah. You want to survive. You want your business to survive. You want your country to survive. You gotta have money.
Right. And I think the idea of the whole retirement thing is right now, you could be broke, you'd be a bum if you want. You could sleep on wherever you want. You could do whatever. But I think the idea of retirement is you work all this time. And when you're during that time, you have to work to have money to buy food and all this. And the idea of retirement is I finally have enough money where I can still have it, but I don't have to work for it anymore.
Yeah.
Because the whole idea of money is showing your value almost towards whatever society you're in.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the idea of being I don't have to show anybody any value ever.
Yeah.
I can just wake up, sit in a chair.
Yeah.
I can be a bum but still be able to eat food and live and survive. And I think it is we shouldn't it shouldn't be
right. I think we can all agree that it shouldn't be like that, but that's the reality of the world. The world's run off money and
right.
And I think why people look forward to retirement, so much. Well, one, because they don't have to work, but two is because just because they work, all those 65 years. So they can retire doesn't mean they just day in day out are working day and night. Doesn't mean they're not going out and doing stuff, doing fun stuff. But it's once you retire, you can still do all those cool things. You got to do every couple months or every year. You got to take those trips. But now I have the money to do it whenever I want because I don't have to work anymore, and I could just do whatever I want whenever I want.
Or maybe
because I have the money, which unfortunately, coming from your side, is what rules the world.
Or it's I saved.
I don't have to worry about that part anymore.
Where I can try to start a business, and I know that's not retiring technically.
No, I mean,
but now it's it's all on you. Now you just if you're doing I'm assuming if you start a business, you love that.
Yeah. Right.
And now it's you're doing what you love. So even if you are working at 65, 70, let's say, and you're still running and you still love it, are you technically really working? No, you're just living at that point. Yeah. You're just being who you are.
And I appreciate you saying that too, because I'm not a money hungry person, but some people are, and that makes people happy.
Yeah.
Sometimes making money, grind until they're that age where they can retire, that makes them happy. Mm-hmm. That's living to them, dude. That's living. That's experience to them. Right. And I've always been sideways with this thought I've had this thought for a long time, and talking about it with you guys and with friends that I've had, people who are very money hungry. I think I don't get it because I'm not money hungry. I never have been. I'm not good at it, and I think that's kind of why I don't understand it. Yeah. But I have a lot of people who are. Right. I know a lot of people who are. I'm very good at it.
And
they're happy doing it.
But even someone like me, I'm not really money hungry, but I'm the anxiety in me is what am I going to do when I'm 60, 70 years old? I got to have money saved away. And so I'm just the opposite. I'm not saying your way of thinking is that's just who you are. I don't think
I tell you what,
way.
if I have a kid, probably switch my way of thinking.
But so it's just this worry also, and so it might not even be someone's I'm just. It's no, I don't know. Like I need to save money.
I think my biggest thing is just like, you know, apparently we're given 100 years like that. You know, that's kind of our max, right?
Yeah.
100 years is like our max, you know? And if you live above 100, like, god damn, that motherfucker lived, you know? If you live in your 80s, 70s to 100s, like, that's like, nah, you did your shit. Good shit. And to me, it's just, like, what we're given, not a religious man, very at all. But I understand whatever is happening right now is fucking, us sitting here right now is fucking rare. It's rare as fuck. And to me, it's just, you know, like, why would you not take every opportunity you can to thrive but, you know, thrive and live the best life? But then talking to you guys, you know, like, not just talking to you guys, but kind of talking and kind of thinking through it, like, I get it, you know, some people aren't, it's not just an opportunity for some people. It's not just like, let's live and have a great life.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if we don't live, then, you know, my kids aren't going to eat.
Yeah.
If we don't live, then my family don't get an opportunity to have a house above their head.
Yeah.
Like, it's bigger than me. But in my head, it's just like, oh, motherfuckers, like, we got a chance to fucking hang out with each other and fucking have, you know, like, you're going to.
Right.
And when people tell me, like, you know, like, when I'm, you know, I work with a lot of older folks. Probably the youngest person in my company. And I've heard a lot of people, you know, like, I've just been waiting to turn 65. I've just been waiting to retire. You know, my ma's been in the school district for fucking 35 years, 36 years. And she's pumped. She's turning 63. She finally gets to retire. And to me, it's just like, holy fuck, dude. Like, how do you wait that long? How do you wait that long to live, I guess? I don't.
But do you think your mom hasn't been living?
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, and I guess you're right when you say
Like,
that.
she's lived a good life. But now she can be like, I don't have to.
She can, yeah.
Like,
I don't have to worry about that anymore.
At one point in her life, she loved. I mean, she probably still does love, like, being in schools and working with kids and teaching and counseling. You know, she loved that and she loves it, but she's done with it. She's, you know, it's on to, and because also, like, a lot of people aren't lucky enough to be good at a million things. A lot of people have to, like, really just hone in and focus a skill.
Yeah.
And your mother was an amazing counselor. Like, that's so that's how she can make.
I guess that's why
money.
I fucked my own mind up, where it's just like, to me, I've always bounced job. I've always done different shit, and I'm young. I'm young as fuck. I'm young as fuck.
It's another big.
I'm super young, but I've always. I mean, for me, I love change. Change is my favorite thing. A new job, live it. You know, working 1 year at a job and then switching jobs. I love that. I love bouncing around. I love meeting new people. Like, to me, that's my favorite thing.
Mm.
And so I guess I put myself in a certain, like, circumstance where, like, I look at other people and I'm like, I feel like you're just, like, not, you're just waiting. But I guess now hearing you guys talk, I guess
because
it is different.
Because your mom worked in the schools for all those, and say, like, let's say the last 10 years, she's maybe not have, like, really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But she was still, like, she wasn't just waiting at that point. Like, she was working and she liked what she did.
Yeah.
Maybe it wasn't, like, her favorite thing, but she was like, I mean, what else am I?
I guess that's why I'm cockeyed. Because, like, I meet people who I know who could be successful well off. You know, I think where I want to put this is, like, you know, if you're going to work. All right, so this is a kind of a 180 on my fucking stance. All right, let's do a 180 on Carl's stance, all right? So if you're going to work.
Yeah.
Why not, like, and this is, like, obviously selfish to say, but, like, if you're gonna work, why not do something you enjoy? Why would you not work and do something you enjoy? You know, like, I've met people who are like, you know, I work in sales, I fucking hate it, but I'm good at it, so I'm gonna just do it till I don't have to do it anymore. And I'm like, well, why are you selling bullshit shit you don't even like? Just until you don't have to do it anymore, you know, like why not get a job you love, or not even love, but, like, something you can tolerate. Like, at this point, I've accepted you I don't want to live to work, but at the end of the day, every
You gotta work
motherfucker
to
in this.
live.
But
And it's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe you
we do.
don't- Maybe someone doesn't know like the job, the perfect job for them, and so they're like, well, okay, I'll figure it out, but I need to start. It's just like a loop that you get caught in, and man. But it's also could be. I just think people's lives are so different and intricate that it's tough to be like, why don't you just do what you like? Before I moved to Milwaukee the second time, I was living back. It was after I got home from Colorado, and I was working at like Planet Fitness in the bar, and I just I hated those jobs.
Yeah, I worked at the bar.
Yeah, and I was like, I wanted to move back down to Milwaukee, and I went down to visit some buddies, and they were like, well, why don't you just move down here? If you want to do it, just do it. I was like, well, I have to be able to like pay bill, like I have student loans I got to be paying, so I need to work.
You're doing the same shit you're doing there as you do here.
They're like, just move down here and find a job. I was like, well, but I have job, like I can't, if I don't have a job, I can't get an apartment. Like, how am I supposed to move down there without any income? And but in their minds, they was like, well, you'll figure, if you really want to do it, you'll figure it out. And I understand like where they're coming from now, but that's not how I live. Like that's not.
Yeah. And this is why what I'm saying I feel like is like not selfish. I don't think it's selfish what I'm saying. I think it's just like my opinion.
Yeah.
And that's why I love fucking talking to you, because you I think you thrive a different way I do.
Right. But I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and I get what you're and when you kind of talk to me like, hey, mother, it's not just living to fucking or work, you're living to work. Like, I get what you're saying. And I don't know, I guess where I'm coming from is I've heard a lot of people in situations like they could just move, if like, all right. People who feel like I'm surrounded until this day with friends who just feel bad for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Feel bad for themselves. Well, I should be here. I should be doing this. I should be doing that.
Right.
But I can't.
Okay.
And to me, it's just, I look at them and I'm like, why? Like, why? Why can't you do it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just can't do it. Like I can't support myself. I'm mentally unstable or this or that. And it's just like, what? Fuck you, dude. No, you're not. Like, yeah, maybe you are, but just do it. Like, you're mentally unstable here. If you want to do this, be mentally unstable over there.
Right.
Figure it out where you're happy, dude. Like,
you've been talking to me for 2 hours.
Yes.
You haven't had a break yet.
Yeah, man.
Go do it over there.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just the fact. I guess I've been surrounded by not a lot, but enough people where it's like,
there is a line though.
like, fuck your fucking pity, dude.
Exactly. There's a
Fuck the
line
pity.
where it's like my buddy's telling me, "Well, just move down." It's like, yeah, I honestly, that's not a outrageous thing to say. I could have, but is it drastic? Sure. But is it to tell someone like, "Hey, man, like, you could just like go 2 blocks down and get a job at a different place."
So how'd you feel when you moved to Milwaukee?
Well, but I mean, I had a job lined up, and I was like,
Yeah, but
no, it was still like I did it.
Could have been comfortable.
Yeah, no, I did it. I did it my way, so it felt, it was.
Yeah. I mean, you've lived a lot of motherfucking places. You've done a lot of shit. You lived in fucking Frogtown with some interesting roommates,
cool.
dude, and you've thrived, bro.
And I think that like the whole doing just doing something, and not like worrying about like, well, I can't because of this and that. It's like there is a point where, and I think some people are too soon, some people are too late, but there's a point where you just have to say, all right, I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna be uncomfortable, and it's gonna be weird, and I'm not gonna really like it, and maybe you won't, but then maybe you will. And I mean, I've heard that 1,000 times from places,
but you've taken chances, dude.
And I've also not taken chance. When I could, I've also not taken chances when I could have, And I'm sure that goes for a lot of people. Maybe some people, I took too many chances. I shouldn't have jumped on this idea, or I shouldn't have done this.
If you never did the fucking RMYC, I never would have fucking thought the way I thought anymore. Like, things you did fucking changed the way I thought.
And I mean, honestly, I got the idea from trying to, from Tommy, because like I was like, I want to do that, but I was like, I can't. I have to be able to also like make money while I'm doing it. So like,
I can't just hike that.
I can't just hike to just like because I want to walk. Like I have to be able to be walking and someone being like, "Hey, pick up that rock." I'd be like, "Cool, dude," and I pick it up, and then someone's like, "Here's $5."
So maybe this is like kind of why I think crooked the way I do, because like Tommy and Tommy, if you listen to this, correct me if I'm wrong. He was making like 80, 90K a year. Like Guala.
He was good as a salesman.
And he quit.
So
he quit to hike.
So wait, he didn't quit. He retired. He saved up enough money so he could do what he wanted.
Yeah, I guess. But he's back working. Fuck you, Seamus. Yeah, I mean,
But no, like Carl just knocked over all your shit.
I didn't mean to.
Right on purpose.
Son of a bitch.
Your fruitsy tootsies were too close.
He looked at it and he said, "Fuck you."
All right.
No.
Yeah, no.
So,
yeah.
but no. I mean, Tommy doing that. I was like, "That I want to do that." But is there a different way I can do it? And I just happened to find that, and so yeah. I mean, really, it was, big time.
Big time.
But yeah, I mean, I think money and retirement's all a weird, goofy destination that we really shouldn't be focusing on. We should just be focusing on
the process,
living a healthy, like mentally healthy, whatever that means to you, physically healthy, whatever that means to you, life. And at the end of your life, you will, if you are good with who you are and how you've lived your life, I feel like the end of your destination will be you'll be pretty
content,
pleasant.
Not comfortable. Content. Just kidding. Comfortable, dude.
You can die and be put in a coffin, and your body's gonna be comfy, but I don't know if your soul's gonna be too content. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, goddamn.
Good quote.
That shit. Oh,
I did not.
Oh,
that's all right. Fuck it.
All right, fuck it.
Well, no, you wanted to do Packer talk.
Fuck it.
You're
Hold it next week.
You're good to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, episode
Ladies and gentlemen.
51. Stop being a coward. Don't retire.
All right.
Do what you... wait. I don't know. Do what you want to do.
All right. There she is.
There she is. Episode 51. Shoot. Deck Apollinaire, Maximilian, Seamus Johnson.
I'm excited to talk about Versace.
Versace.
He's got a great goatee. I see you're going for the Versace look.
You see it?
Yeah.
Oh! Big time! I like that you noticed that.
Called Tanner Versace.
All right. I'm turning off my mic. Thank you, episode 51.
Tanner Versace out.